Go to my website, deletelaws.com, and get a trifold. Laminate a copy of your driver's license front and back, your insurance and registration card, put it on a laminated slip, and it goes inside your trifold above your visor. Use the touchdown position. Hand goes on the seat over here as you film. This hand goes up, grabs the trifold, your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. Everything that you do with the cop, you show the camera first. Cop pulls you over, license, registration. I'm already like this. I'm already filming the copper. So what's the first thing you do when you see a copper? You start recording, and your hands, look at my hands. I put my elbow right on that knob. You see that? And now I got my phone, and I'm recording inward right here. I'm recording myself. And then, of course, when the camera shoots across my face and goes out the window, it's hitting the copper. You always want that camera on yourself, so if anything happens to you, we can see you get hit. We want to make sure that you're in the camera. So you film like this. You hold your hands up in the touchdown position. Then when copper pulls you over, reach up, grab your trifold, your laminated driver's license, proof of registration, insurance. Right there, cop says, hey, can I get your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance? You pull it down and you hand it to him. There it is. Now he has my license, registration, proof of insurance. He says, hey, where are you going? Perfect. Now you grab your trifold out the top, you point at the trifold where it says, I plead the Fifth Amendment. You show it to the cop and you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment, officer. Where are you heading? Officer, I just showed you on the trifold, I plead the Fifth. Please don't ask me any more questions. If I violated a code, then give me a ticket. I want to leave. Thank you for your time. You know how fast you were going? Officer, you're now harassing me. I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right. I showed it to the camera. This footage is going to go to the judge when I sue you. As soon as I hand him this, where are you coming from? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who'd you date when you were in 11th grade? Eat my shorts, copper. Stop harassing me. I've already invoked my Fifth Amendment right. I have a right to counsel if you're going to question me. You don't see my lawyer here with me, do you? So get the flock out of here. Go have a ham sandwich. Go beat your wife. Go beat your 8-year-old kid. Get the flock away from my car. You're on camera. Everything's going to be on camera. Can you step out of the car? Sure, I'll step out of the car. Cop says, can I search your car? Sure, you can search my car. Go ahead. He starts to search it. I revoke consent. It's on my trifold, United States versus Williams. I revoke consent. There's not enough drug dogs to get there in time, or they violate Rodriguez versus United States 2015. You use that trifold like it's a piano that you're playing. It'll keep you safe from the piggies. You got to get used to this. You got to get used to mincing the words you use properly, because they're trying to mince words with you to arrest you, steal your car, kidnap you, and put you in a frickin' dungeon. I wish that wasn't true. I wish this wasn't my business. I really wish that I had no trifold business where I didn't sell a trifold to make a living, because so many people didn't have to worry about their rights being violated. But that's not the case. That's not the case. If you answer one question, where are you going? I'm going to my mom's house. Where are you coming from? You writing a book? You want to be my boyfriend? What are you talking about? Why are you asking me all these questions? We're not dating, bro. I'm straight. Sorry, homie. Don't ask me where I'm going. It says on the trifold, I do not agree to answer any questions. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Use your trifold. Use it. I sell it for $9. You can download it. Then you have a copy. You can give it to all your friends. Or if you don't have $9, I'll give it to you for free. I'll give it to you for free. There's my grifting ways. I give away the product I sell for free. I'm a real grifter. Get my trifold. Get it in your car. If you don't have one, I'll give you one for free. If you can't afford $9, if you no problem. If you can afford the $30 one, get it. Put it in your car. It's badass. Keep it. Use your damn trifold. By the way, when you get the $30 indestructible one, I send it. I give you a nice thick. It's actually a broccoli wad. You know, the broccoli wad rubber band's a nice thick black rubber band. That's what Aaron Queen's talking about, because I really want you to put the trifold up on your visor, just like that. Put that around your visor, your trifold. How many people don't have their license, registration, proof of insurance? I do a photocopy of my driver's license. I do a laser copy of the front of my driver's license and the back of my driver's license, because I'm not going to put my actual driver's license in a plastic laminated fold. So what I do is I do a laser copy of the front and the back, and then I do a laser copy of my registration and proof of insurance, and then I put them on one long plastic card that kind of mimics the same size as my trifold. And then my registration, insurance, and proof of ID all goes in here. And then when the cop pulls me over, I use this touchdown position. That's why I give you guys the rubber band with your order. It's a small little thing, but I don't want you trying to find the right rubber band. I sell you a nice, thick, black broccoli wad rubber band that goes right inside of your, right there. What's wrong with having the necessary tools above your head, putting your hands above the steering wheel so you don't get shot? They're shooting people. Well, I wish it was a joke. I really wish I didn't have a business. I wish my business was failing miserably because so many cops were doing it right. That's what I wish. It's just not the case. You got to have the trifold on you. And I don't care about your $9. I'll give it to you for free. Get it in your car. I appreciate it if you can buy it. Thanks. I don't care. Your $9 ain't going to make or break me, bud. Your $30 for the indestructible one doesn't make or break my day today. It just doesn't. But if you have my trifold in your car, it might make or break your day. It could save your life. Someone wrote me an email the other day, and I talked about this the other day, and they said, Chili, the guy started the back and forth with me, and right away I invoked my Fifth Amendment right. He said, where are you coming from? And I said, I don't answer any questions. It's on the trifold.
Well, sir. Pulled over because of her speed. Your license, please. Where are you headed today? That's perfect. See your license, please.
Sure. That's my license, insurance, proof of registration.
Hey, Mr. Cashier, you still live at that mailing address you have here? That's for sole purpose of the infractions. I don't want to get mailed out to somewhere else. All right, so just remain inside the vehicle. I'll be right back.
He said, okay. And he went back and did his thing. That's what I want to hear. I want your testimonial. I want to hear from you that I used your trifold. I didn't answer any questions. I got a ticket, but I didn't have to have that. Where are you going? Where are you coming from? What's your favorite color? Can I search your car? Which what I do now, when I know this jackboot thug pig is going to search my car, on your trifold is the 2018 case of Williams versus United States. And as soon as they say, I want to search your car, I know that this jackboot thug pig is going to invoke the Carroll Doctrine, the exigent circumstances clause of the Carroll Doctrine, and say that he's searching my car because he believes I have contraband, or he believes there's a possible loss of life, a danger to someone's life. So I just got this feeling this cop's going to search my car. So I tell him, he goes, hey, can I search your car? And I go, sure, you can search my car. Step out for me. Sure. I start to get out. He starts to search my car. And I say, oh, officer, I revoke consent. I revoke consent. It's right here, 2018, United States versus Williams. It says right on my trifold right here that if I can give consent, I revoke consent. He says, oh, I'm going to call a drug dog out here to do a walk around your car. I said, oh, sorry, officer, 2015 Rodriguez versus United States says that you can't extend a traffic stop to search my car without a single articulable fact or reasonable articulable suspicion that I'm somehow doing something where you need a drug dog out here. And if they can't do that, which they can't, oh, I'm going on a hunch, everything, remember, you're filming everything. Then you got that copper when you go to court. And anything that he gets from your car is fruit of the poisonous tree, the 1961 case of Matt versus Ohio. I really wish that I didn't have this business. But I do. But I do because so many people are cheated by the pigs. Because so many people are cheated by the pigs. OTVO. Everybody put it in the chat. OTVO. OTVO. Put it in the chat. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Where are you coming from? Going to work? You live in this area? Now, at this point, by the third or fourth question, me being the mother I would say, hey, cop, I told you 3 times. I plead the 5th. Now back the f up. Leave me alone. You have no right to question me. Do your job. Give me a ticket or don't. But off, piggy. That would be my response. I don't recommend that you do that response. I recommend you go like this. Where are you going? Where are you heading? What are you doing? What time you coming home? Did you sleep with your wife last night? Are you dating anybody? Do you like steak? Do you like eggs? Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam. I do not like green eggs and ham. And instead of answering any of those things, I simply say, Copper, I plead the Fifth Amendment. Copper keeps questioning me, and I say, I'm not going to answer any questions. Please leave me alone. Any further questioning is outright harassment.
And there it is. There it is. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to another rendition of Delete Laws. What's going on out there in the land of the unfree America? Everybody do me a favor and hit the like button. It's this thumbs up thing. It's right down there. Hit the like button. Just take your finger and just tap the like button. Thank you for coming. Good morning, good afternoon on the East Coast. I really appreciate you coming. You know, I know that whatever the powers that be, the social media, the overlords, the watchers, I don't know what it is. Melissa's in here. Smith Teddy, what's going on? Chad Crum, there's my buddy. What's going on? Robbie, how are you? Citizen Broadcast Cooperative. Matt Fox, Leonard, everybody. BZ Watchdog is in the house. Put this in the comment for me. OTVO stands for Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Okay, so there's 4 big parts to Terry versus Ohio. Number 1, officer safety over all your rights. Number 2, it creates this magical thing called reasonable articulable suspicion that is not part of our Constitution. They just made it up. Number 3, cops can run up and grab you in the form of patting you down. And then number 4, cops can detain you. None of those things are constitutional. Those were created by a racist Supreme Court so that cops could grab Black Panthers in 1968. And now those exact same rules, policies, procedures, and protocols apply to all of us. So those are the 4 basic tenets of Terry versus Ohio. I used to not count officer safety and say there was only 3, but I think we got to count officer safety. That's why you hear everything being about officer safety. All you ever hear is officer safety, officer safety, officer safety. Well, why is everything about officer safety? Because the Supreme Court gave the cops a caveat to jump all of our rights using this magical officer safety. Reasonable articulable suspicion, RAS, did not exist until 1968 with Terry versus Ohio. I'm going to shoot a series of videos and show you a world with Terry versus Ohio and a world without Terry versus Ohio. You shall see there are things in the works for you all. So I hope that you guys will hang around. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. You know, you just gotta keep on swinging. You just gotta keep on going, no matter what. You know, I've had friends who have had their channels deleted, both ASD Docs and High Impact Flicks. Both their channels were deleted. And I think, you know, just make sure that you guys keep up with me. If you don't follow me on Instagram, keep up with me on Instagram. I have a sneaky feeling that we're going to wake up one day and this channel is not going to be here. YouTube will not allow me to get videos to other. This is Team DLZ. Put Team DLZ if you are a longtime Team DLZ member. So that's what I'm doing next. Watkins Incorporated. The entire syllabus starting in October is only about the Supreme Court, the presidents, the states, innovations. I've created an entire board game that I'm going to lay out October and November, and then I'm going to sell that board game in December, where you can learn history at home with your friends and family. And I created a fun, really interactive way for you to learn history. And I had the idea completely here until I went to the dungeon. And then when I was in the dungeon, I had that 4 months in the dungeon, and I just spent my entire time just studying. So if you guys would please put in the comment section OTVO, hit the like button. Let's watch a couple of videos. What's up with the Playboy? What's up with the Playboy? To release anything on that, why do you think that is? How come they're not able to release anything? I'm just wondering what you guys think. How come?
The town of something worse happening. A local police officer has resigned after
And then it just the video just jumps the shark, and you go straight to, we can't give you any answers to The police officer has resigned. Well, I wonder why he did that.
Family spoke out against him, saying he shot their dog.
We first brought this story to you yesterday afternoon after Hennessy confirmed that they were investigating one of their own officers. Ace the Corgi went missing over the
I mean, look at that dog. And he took the dog out and executed it and said he was saving it from being hunted by coyotes. Seems a little bit of a stretch to me. Seems like a psychopath has been marked.
weekend. There he is on your screen. And the next thing the family was told was that their dog had been shot.
Like many body.
Haven't been told what happened to their dog's body. Now, this is what I've got for all about Hennessy Police Department is hiring. This is what I've got for Hennessy. I'll check this bad chicken out. Check this bad chicken out. Hennessy Police Department is currently accepting applications on November 17th. I mean, of course. But then right here, this is what I want to show you. What is that right there? What's going on right there, homeboy? I mean, is that Chief Aaron Pitts? I mean, I wonder. No, thank you. Appreciate that. All right. 405-853-4444. Let's see if they have anything they want to say about this.
Kingfisher County.
Hey, how you doing today? Is Chief Aaron Pitts in this afternoon over there in Oklahoma?
Let me get you over to the police department.
All righty. True, Jennifer. Could be. Could be. Let's see.
You have reached a voicemail box. Start recording at the tone. When finished, press the pound key.
How you doing? We're just giving a call over to your police department about that Mr. Baxter, I believe his name was, that he killed that corgi dog, Ace. He killed that dog to try to save that dog. And so we're just giving a call about that today. I'll be giving you a call back a little later this afternoon. Maybe I can call you tomorrow. Maybe I'll call you Tuesday. Maybe we can have a conversation about coppers killing people's dogs. And by the way, you know, the news report was saying that Officer Baxter was trying to spare the dog a life of misery. Apparently, Officer Baxter's life is the one who's miserable, and he was probably trying to spare his own life because he's a psychopath who shoots family dogs, and we just don't have any room for that here in these United States. All right, I'll try to call you back, but most of the time when I call these pig shacks, they don't ever answer the phone, so I'll just keep on trying. I sure do appreciate your time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye now. It's there. Yeah, I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you guys have seen me make phone calls before. Not only do they not answer, they don't call back. It just goes into a black hole abyss. It's just, you know, I haven't put the hat out yet. This came from a couple friends of mine, and so I'm going to create this hat. But man, it's just unbelievable that this is, oh man, that this is so, and then it's, you know, I'll show you this. This is just a real quick video, but this is pretty much how the cops in America. So that's a canine dog there.
Barely enough room, bro.
So take a look at the headline of this. This says, "My neighbor cop keeps his canine, our canine, because we pay for that dog, in a small cramped cage when it's hot, when he's not being used." And that's how these coppers see it. They so look at that. And the dog, the dog can't even turn around.
Barely enough room, bro.
Barely enough room for him. He can stand in the water there, and that's about it. He doesn't even get the whole cage. The other half is for another dog. This is the half of the cage that the disgusting pig puts him in, and then this dog has to try to make it.
Just keeps him in that cage whenever he's not using him. Wow.
Wow. I mean that pretty much sums it all up, doesn't it? That pretty much sums it all up. It's just we cannot trust this organization. We cannot trust them. They are not our friends. They don't care about us. They only care about themselves. And I wish this wasn't true. Milford Sergeant Timothy Brennan, who was fired for not reporting child pedo by the Deputy Police Chief John Porter, gets his police certificate reinstated. Reinstated. So it doesn't matter what they do because nobody will sign up to be a cop. Nobody. Wait till I'm going to get into it in a minute, but I'm going to show you some stuff out of Ohio, out of Cleveland, Ohio, where they can't get anybody to sign up. And why is that? I mean, why do you guys think? Why do you think they can't get people to sign up to be a cop? Just what do you think? What are your thoughts? Why do you think they cannot? And I want to read some of your comments out loud here, but why do you think, man, New Life, what's going on, brother? Why do you think that the people will not sign up to be a cop? Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Why? I mean, I'm just wondering. Why? How come? Why won't people sign up to be a copper? Why won't they? What's happening that they're like, you know what? It's not what I want to do. What is making people go, I'm going to pass on that? What exactly is it, do you think?
In Milford police officer has been suspended over failing to report a child rape. The Massachusetts Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission, also known as the Post Commission, made the decision to suspend Sergeant Timothy Brennan. According to the suspension order, Brennan did not report rape allegations against now retired Deputy Police Chief John Porter.
What? I'm sorry. Catch it again.
Order: Brennan did not report rape allegations.
He didn't report the allegations of the grapes. Can't. I gotta be careful what you say on social media. I'm not sure if you guys are noticed or not, but we went from like 1,000, 1,500 people in the lives to like 200, 300 people. Why is that? Because if you show what the cops actually do to people in the streets, they will minimize your channel. They will cut you down. They will cheat you. And that's what's happening. I'm showing you guys this. He used the RAPE word. So that means that the artificial intelligence sensors, they're going to say, oh my God, he's telling them about police who are beating and raping and killing us in the streets. Make sure you put that one and age restrict it, demonetize it. You don't want people to know what cops actually are in this country. And check this out. Milford Police Department. Where is that exactly?
Newly sworn in Milford.
And look behind him. Look at the blue terror flag behind him. And these guys wonder why we just can't stand them.
Police officer has been suspended over failing to report a child rape. The Massachusetts Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission, also known as the Post Commission, made the decision to suspend Sergeant Timothy Brennan. According to the suspension order, Brennan did not report rape allegations against now retired Deputy Police Chief John Porter until after the district attorney initiated an investigation. Brennan's suspension order went into effect on August 15th. Milford's police chief tells us that he stands by Brennan.
Oh, he stands by him, does he, huh? He stands by him? What do you mean he stands by him? I don't really understand what that means. He stands by him? So you guys covered up the rape and now you stand by him? I don't, get me a stick and push him away from me as far as you possibly can. I want nothing to do with that guy. It's just unbelievable. You as a man, you can go your whole life without ever being charged with SA or anybody ever saying you did SA to anybody else. It's not that hard to do. It's not a hard thing. So if a woman is accusing you of SA, well, then you took it too far, brother. You took it too far. I turned 50 this next week, and that's I've never been in that position. Never been there. I don't really understand that. It's hard for me to get my head wrapped around that idea. So I want to show this to you. I'm going to open this big for you guys. I'm going to read this with you together. So you got to see this. In a year, Cleveland lost as many cops as Columbus and Cincinnati combined. This just came out yesterday. And when you take a look at it, it says Mayor Justin Bibb repeatedly said the exodus of police officers is part of a national trend, but the explanation fails when the city is compared to other urban departments in Ohio. The city had as many officers resign or retire in the span of a year as Columbus and Cincinnati combined, according to analysis by the state data, Cleveland.com. In interviews, former Cleveland cops cited several reasons for departure, including strain on families, low morale, and the lure of suburban departments looking for experienced officers. You know, we could say the same thing with us. The strain on the families that these cops put on us, the low morale that this anti-freedom movement is that the police lead. Some also said they grew tired of the changes in public perception of. So let me read this again. Some cops who retired said they grew tired of the changes in the public perception of police officers. It's like we are not the heroes anymore, said Michael Balanka, a retired detective. We are the hunted. Okay, well, Mr. Balanka, let me allow me to opine. You have agreed to follow a brutal, inhumane, and barbaric set of policies, procedures, and protocols that, ready for this, that you got away with for centuries and decades until the camera phone. And now that everybody has a camera phone and we see exactly what those policies, procedures, and protocols are, the people of America don't want to be cops. There's a shocker. Say it ain't so. The tribe, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. You mean you're not the heroes anymore now that you've been exposed on camera? That throwing people on their belly, forcing their arms behind their back, torture cuffing them, putting them in a cage, pepper spraying their face, electrocuting them, taking them to a god-awful dungeon, and it's a shocker nobody wants to be a copper. I wonder why that is. I wonder if it has nothing to do with, and let's go back to the article again here. Some said they grew tired of changes in public's perception of police officers. Well, where do you think that change in public perception comes from? Where is it? Could it be video? Could it be the video that we see how disgusting the policies, procedures, and protocols? So let's not blame an individual copper. Let's not blame an individual guy because they're all heroes who sign up. Let's say that the policies, procedures, and protocols that you have agreed to do to people are brutal, inhumane, and barbaric. Let's go with that. Let's just say you are a hero, bro. You went over to Iraq and fought that oil war for Halliburton. And not that I diminished someone serving in the U.S. military. I don't. But boy, since the 90s, if you signed up, you had this patriotic dream in your head that you were going to save us all from Saddam Hussein, who wasn't attacking us. You know, my family, members in my family, and I come from a long military family, fought in every single war there's ever been, even ones like the Korean War that wasn't called a war until 20 years after we left Korea. That's how we got North and South Koreas, because we went over and we fought for the South, and then they ended up splitting the country right in half. That's why there's South Korea and North Korea. And we went over in the Korean War in 1950 to make sure that the entire country wouldn't turn communism. And so then we cut it in half. And now South Korea, that we know of, is capitalistic, democratic, and North Korea is a communist wasteland where there's nothing happening. All the cars are stuck in like a time capsule. So it's not that I'm unpatriotic. It's that you really have to take a look at what you're signing up for today. And so now we're seeing that some cops are tired of public perception. It's like we're not the heroes anymore. We are the hunted. You're the hunted, Bubba? You're the hunted? As the first thing you always want to say is turn around, put your hands behind your back. You didn't obey me. That you're the scumbag, bro. And for the cops watching and family and friends who don't like it, I'm sorry. They're the scum. You cops are scumbags. You signed up to tell people to put their hands behind their back and chain them together. There's something wrong with you, bro. It has nothing to do with anything else. In Columbus and Cincinnati, union officials say the turnover rate is lower. Many officers spend more than 30 years in each of those departments, mostly because the pay is high and morale has improved over the years. Most academy classes are strong with 40 or 50 cadets. In Cleveland, few officers are transferring in or entering the police academy. Bibbs administration has budgeted to hire 181 cops. Its most recent academy had 34 cadets. One class had 9. The loss of veterans and the lack of new officers filling their place left Cleveland with 1,148 cops in August, down from 400 in the recent years. And here's the funny part. It's just, though crime rates are down from last year. Okay, now correlate this for me, okay? Put this together. Crime rates are down from last year. Lack of new officers, and we're more than 400 cops down from the recent year. Do you see that? So crime is down and there's 400 less cops, and then equate it with this: crime rates are down for the last year, though several high-profile incidents have rocked the local area. So are you getting it? Police manufacture and create crime. There's not the crime in our cities that we are, oh, there's so much crime in the cities. The police manufacture crime in our cities. The more arrests, there's more crime there. Every time there's an arrest, oh, that's another crime statistic. Oh, that's a domestic. I got to arrest him because she called 911. Any damage on her? Nope, none. Any marks? Nope, none. She said that he pushed her, though. So take him to jail, and that's another criminal statistic. Less cops equals less crime rate. I mean, Alan Hubbs. I mean, I'm not Einstein over here. I'm not Einstein, but this does directly correlate, does it? Says, though crime has been down from the last year, and we are down more than 400 cops. I wonder if that is a correlation. The correlation. Cleveland's loss of 125 cops puts it well ahead of any other department and far above larger cities. Columbus, with 870 sworn officers, lost 59. Cincinnati lost 71. But Cleveland's pay has historically been low compared to other departments. That's not super low pay. Brian Steele, the Fraternal Order of Police in Lodge Number 9. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is a well-funded terror organization. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you see the cops in America as terrorists. I just want to know. I just want to know. I see the police in this country as terrorists, as the bad element. I really do. I wish that I didn't. The cops, to me, are the bad element in our country, and that's how I see it. You're not going to change my opinion because I spend my time on the streets. I go out in the world and I see it. Cops cause the problems in our country. And yeah, there's bad people who do bad things, rob banks, and want to do shootouts with each other, and I get that. But we don't have rights protectors. There's Big Mike Audits. Haven't seen you in a minute, man. Are you pigs are lurking in the background, afraid to say something? I just want to let you know we see you as domestic terrorists. I wish it wasn't true. I wish it was not true that is not how I felt. I wish that I felt like, well, let's examine that a little further, because let's see what happens when the cops walk into our homes. And
6 years since Amber Geiger shot and killed both of John in Dallas.
This is a shooting of
Today marks 6.
What? It's been 6 years since Amber Geiger walked into Botham Jean's apartment and shot him to death on the second level. She got 6 years for walking into a guy's house and murdering him, and she got 6 years. Thanks, Jennifer. You should make a decal for our car windows. I don't talk to pigs. Suck my trifold. Something catchy about pleading the fifth. I'd pay $20 for that. Hats too, I'd buy. Okay, I'll get one. But thanks, Jennifer Hill. I don't talk to pigs. I don't know. You might get pulled over a lot if I make something like that. And I don't want to lead you into the slaughter. But this cop walked into this guy's house and murdered him. And let's see what happened to her.
6 years since Amber Geiger shot and killed both of John in Dallas.
This is a shooting, of course, that made national headlines. Ashley Moss joins us live from our assignment desk. And Ashley, Amber Geiger, it's been so long now, she's eligible for parole pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, later this month, let's go ahead and show you some video of our coverage over the years. Now, if you remember, again, this is the 6-year anniversary that set off protests and national attention all over the country. Botham John was the Dallas man who was killed in his apartment on September 6, 2018 by then Dallas police officer Amber Geiger, who later told authorities she confused his apartment for her own. She was convicted of murder, sentenced to 10 years in prison. She is up for parole.
So she was sentenced to 10 years in prison, and now at 6 years, she's up for parole now. Well, hold on a minute. Why would you let somebody out 4 years early who walked into someone else's house and murdered them and said, "Oh, I thought it was my house on the second floor. I live on the first floor, but I went to the second floor and I murdered this guy." And now she's going to get out 4 years early. She got sentenced to 10 years so that you and I would go, "Oh, well, she got 10 years for that." It looks like she got 6. Put a 1 in the chat if you think she gets out. Put a 1 in the chat if you think she gets out. If you think she gets out. No, James, she was only sentenced, James. James, she was only sentenced to 10 years. 6th year, she's getting out. That's 60% of the time. You will do 75 or 85% of your time, no matter what. She's going to get out with 60% of her time served. I mean, the government has turned terroristic to all of us. You know, the war on terror, terroristic threats, terror this, terror that. The government is the terror. And that's really sad. That's really a sad thing. Cope Dogged Dog is in the hizzy. What is going on, Cope Dogged Dog?
On September 29th. So this confused his apartment for her own.
She confused his apartment for her own. She lived on the first floor. He lived on the second floor. There was no confusion about it. They had beef back and forth. And then she murdered him. Get the facts straight.
Geiger, who later told authorities she confused his apartment for her own. She was convicted of murder, sentenced to 10 years in prison. She is up for parole on September 29th. So this is a case we are going to be looking at closely. Her full sentence, though, would run until September 2029. Now, the Botham John Foundation was later created by his family. They are having.
You remember this, where the judge is giving the cop a hug? You remember this? They all felt so bad for her. Do you remember this in the courtroom? Who remembers it? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember. Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember when she was going through trial that the judge came down from the bench and gave Amber Geiger a hug? So the whole, if you guys don't remember the trial, which I remember it, I watched it. The whole thing hinged on Botham Jean's brother. Botham Jean's brother got up on the stand and said how he forgives her. He forgives Amber for murdering his brother. Well, that set the tone for forgiveness all the way around. If you and I went into someone's apartment and murdered them, how many years in prison would we get, or would we get the death penalty? That set the tone. Then the judge went down and hugged Amber Geiger as though she was the victim after she went into a guy's apartment and shot him to death as he ate a bowl of ice cream. Sitting on his own couch, she murdered him. But now, oh gosh, feel so sorry for Amber Geiger. I feel so bad for her. She's a murdering pig. I don't feel bad for her at all. I think she should rot in prison till she dies.
Created by his family. They are having a red tie gala later this month. Now, the Botham John Foundation was later created.
There's the judge right there. That's the judge who came down and hugged her. Is that the same judge? It was a black woman. I can't remember. I don't know if that's the same woman.
By his family. They are having a red tie gala later this month. They've started a food bank, elderly programs, and other programs to address community needs. Again, this is a case we're going to continue to follow. We're going to look at September 29th. And
listen, I got to be real honest. All right. I don't want any of those things. Okay. If something happens to me, you overturn Terry versus Ohio. I don't need a food bank or a foundation. I don't need any of those things. I need Terry versus Ohio to be wiped away, to go back to the Fourth Amendment standard of probable cause supported by oath or affirmation. I don't give a damn about all that other stuff. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. That's what matters. Yeah. Christopher said it. Christopher said, if I remember correctly, the judge actually hugged Amber after the conviction. Was that what it was? It during the sentencing or the conviction? I can't exactly remember. So have you guys seen this? And did you know this? I saw this last night. I watched this as I was falling asleep. And all bullets that killed UPS driver in 2019 in Miramar shootout came from police. It came from the police.
Now, in just one station, a new report released revealing the innocent victims of a shootout involving police and the men who hijacked a UPS truck were killed by officer gunfire. New at 10, the Night Team's Nicole Ensalada spoke to the family of the UPS driver who lost his life. She now joins us live in Miramar with the exclusive.
I warn you, this is pretty sad. This guy who got killed, got murdered by the cops, he was a pretty good dude. He was loved by his family, and he was a good dude.
Oh.
And, you know, Lynn, there was so much speculation about that. We all remember that wild shootout here in Miramar, in this intersection, Miramar Parkway and Flamingo Road, back 5 years ago. And now the Florida Department of Law Enforcement has tried to piece all of this together. This is the information that went to the grand jury. And although it sounds very jarring to hear that police officers were the ones who shot these innocent victims, the family says it's something that they already suspected.
So follow this, all right? Your son, your cousin, your brother drives a van for UPS. We see that the van gets hijacked by a couple robbers. There's the bad element in our society. And then what happens after that? He gets killed during a shootout as the pigs are trying to rescue him. But then listen to what the reporter says here. Listen to what the family thought.
Very jarring to hear that police officers were the ones who shot these innocent victims. The family says it's something that they already suspected.
So the family already figured the cops murdered their loved one. Already factored it in.
I just can't imagine in my head how he was feeling, you know. My brother had kids, so I can't imagine the moment that he was literally in front of death.
UPS driver Frank Ordonez undoubtedly just wanted to survive that day back in December 2019 when his UPS truck was commandeered by two fleeing robbery suspects. And now we learn the bullets that killed him, according to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, came from police after the truck was cornered in a jam-packed intersection.
They should have held back. And obviously the report says it all.
The FDLE report describes the chaos that day. For an hour, police from Miami-Dade and...
So he said they should have held back.
The report says it all.
They should have held back. The cops were told to disengage.
The FDLE report describes the chaos that day. For an hour, police from Miami-Dade and other jurisdictions in South Broward tried to stop the fleeing truck after the robbers stole it in Coral Gables. According to the report, at 5:23, dispatchers told police, "Attention all units, do not approach the vehicle." Again, attention all units, do not approach the vehicle. The subject has shot at units multiple times. 12 minutes later at Miramar Parkway and Flamingo Road. He is boxed in now. He is boxed in with all the traffic. Definitely no way out now. Not for him there. Have Pines and Miramar not let any traffic through the intersection on Flamingo. Any units here go to the intersection and stop all traffic there. Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. Crossfire, crossfire, crossfire. Seek cover, seek cover. Investigators say one witness was very sure that the first shots came from the subject inside the UPS truck, and then bedlam.
Gunfire, they're coming in and out, a number of shots.
officers spotted at first rushing, guns drawn, to the passenger side of the truck. And according to the report, several officers fired nearly 200 rounds.
200 rounds. They didn't give a damn about the dude in the car. They did not care one single bit.
And according to the report, several officers fired nearly 200 rounds. Witnesses described the mayhem, one telling police about rounds hitting his daughter's car seat, another a driver's headrest, and yet another
The headrest, a car seat.
saying there were bullets everywhere. The suspects, Ordonez, and a driver, Richard Cutshaw, just sitting in his car, would all die of bullet wounds. Four Miami-Dade law enforcement officers, Jose Mateo, Leslie Lee, Richard Senta Esteban, and Rodolfo Mirabal, would all be indicted facing manslaughter charges. The report says...
Right, but so it doesn't matter, though. They can be indicted facing manslaughter charges. Amber Geiger walked into a dude's apartment, Botham Jean, and blew him away. Doesn't seem to matter if they get indicted for manslaughter or not. I mean, it just, you tell me. It doesn't matter at all. Not one single bit.
Mirabal would all be indicted facing manslaughter charges. The report says of the rounds fired, UPS driver Ordonez was hit by bullets from all four officers, Cutshaw by bullets from Rodolfo Mirabal. The pain still unbearable for the family of Frank Ordonez.
They could have waited.
I mean, look, he was a good dude. He wasn't a bad guy. He was a good person. And then you take a look at him and compare and contrast him with those guys. And here's the worst part. If these guys showed up to your house, your apartment, your work, wherever you work at, the people around you would say that you should respect these guys. They got a hard job. But meanwhile, though, before this incident, you wouldn't have known that these guys would have gladly killed your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your dad. They wouldn't have had a problem killing somebody that you love and care about at all whatsoever.
Will be indicted facing manslaughter charges. The report,
which means absolutely nothing. It means zero.
Says of the rounds fired, UPS driver Ordonez was hit by bullets from all four officers, Cutshaw by bullets from Rodolfo Mirabal. The pain still unbearable for the family of Frank Ordonez.
They could have waited. Like, this could have been all avoided.
And those memories just don't go away. It's the same movie. You can play it back over and over again, and it's the
same movie. You can play it back over and over again. It's the same thing, different day. Cops are murdering us, getting charged with BS, and they often don't even lose their peace officer's license.
It's the same movie. You can play it back over and over again, and it's the same movie. It's the same outcome.
You know,
And as for those police officers, those former police officers, they are maintaining their innocence, and they are all currently out.
Of course, they don't give a damn. They're maintaining their evidence, their innocence. They don't care they killed him. They don't care he's dead. They sleep like a baby. They're only worried about their charges. Are they still going to get their pension? That's what they care about. They don't give a damn about you and me.
Police officers, they are maintaining their innocence, and they are all currently out on bond. Reporting live
and they're all out on bond. If you shot at someone's car 200 times with 3 other people, you'd be locked under the jail. They were told to back down, to stop the pursuit. So I'm gonna drop this down to 0.25% here. So what are we seeing here? What are we seeing over and over and over again? We are seeing that cops are getting caught by the cameras beating people in the backseat of the car. Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen this trend. It's happening all over YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Everywhere you look, you can find a video of a cop beating somebody who is in torture cuffs, who is completely can't defend themselves at all, who is incapacitated in total. Are you guys seeing it? Meliza, what's going on? Meliza, I sent off your "We Don't Stop." I sent this to you on Friday, I believe. You got this coming in the mail, Meliza. Is it Meliza? Melissa? Is it Melissa? I got you. Anyway, I sent you off your. I got these friendship and keychains and friendship bracelets and keychains that say "We Don't Stop." OTBO. So I'm going to show this in slow motion. I don't know if this is going to age restrict and demonetize this video, but you have to see it. You have to see it. You absolutely have to see this. This is God. Oh, thank you. There. Happy. My birthday is September 11th, but thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. It means an absolute ton. So F your feelings is here as well. Thank you, Melissa. So I got to show this to you. Put a one in the chat if I should show it. Should it, you guys want to see it? Do you guys want to see it? I vote DLZ. Yeah, I need you guys to be registered to vote for sure. I need you guys to vote for me when I run for office. You know, YouTube can shadow ban my channel. I'll start another channel. I'm not going to stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. All right, I'm going to show this to you guys. I hope it doesn't age restrict and demonetize the video. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate that, man. I hope this doesn't age restrict and demonetize the video. We're going to watch it in super slow motion. Okay, so he's in handcuffs right here. Okay, so there's a couple punches that were thrown before he even started. Okay, there's another one. He's putting a fist to the side of the head of a guy who's in torture cuffs. Fist comes back, fist drops down again. So he's hammer punching. Anybody ever fight before? Anybody ever been in a cage? This is a hammer fist. When you come down like this, it's called a hammer fist. That's a hammer fist. It hurts. It hurts. If you've ever been hit with a hammer fist, you know how bad it hurts. It hurts. Most of the time when you train MMA, jiu-jitsu, pankration, sambo, shoot fighting, whatever you're training, most of the time the guys you're training with don't hammer fist you because it hurts. You're coming down with all your might. Boom. You're coming down with everything you got. So now he is whacking this guy. Now remember, he's in cuffs in the back of a cop car. And there's another one. So, I mean, just what are we doing here? What are you looking at? Bam! I'm going to kill the sound on this bad chicken. He's just belting this guy. Apparently, it was counted. He punched the guy in the head 13 times. Pulls his fist back as he holds his head. The chains are holding his wrists. He's seatbelted in. He's beating the guy in the side of the head while he's in torture cuffs. I mean, what are we looking at here? What are we looking at? I mean, how many times can you punch a guy in the side of the head? Oh, there's a straight fist to the jaw right there. What the hell are we looking at here? What are we looking at? And why is this happening? Why is he punching this guy like this? There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. And look at him. So just take a good look at the scene right here. So take a good look at the scene here. He is as far away from the other man's. So he's looking at another man in the eyes. He's got his hand here. So that's my outstretched arm. And he is punching and beating this guy, looking him dead in the eyes as you can see it, as he beats his head in. I didn't make the video, but don't you call them pigs? Don't you call them pigs? Put in the comment section for me. Don't you call them pigs? Why would you call police pigs? Why are you being so disrespectful? Most cops are good. Most cops are not like this. Most cops don't get caught on camera. I mean, most cops don't beat people in the head when they're in torture cuffs, right? I mean, what do you guys think? Don't you call them pigs? Don't you? What happened? He called him a pig. He said the cops were pigs and cops are mostly bad. Take a look. I mean, take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, I mean, it doesn't look good, does it? I mean, it doesn't look good. Dr. Donna is here. What is going on? Believe, not belong. So you missed something, you put it in. Don't you call them pigs. It's just a few bad apples. What do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's mostly bad. Put a 2 in the chat if you think it's just a few bad apples. Put a 1 in the chat if you think mostly bad that this police organization has to be completely revamped, where they don't have autonomy, they don't discipline themselves, they don't investigate themselves. Put a 2 in the chat if you think, oh, it's just a few bad apples. I'm just curious. How many do you think? How many do you think? I don't have it. Oh, Skywalker thinks that there's just a few bad apples. Welcome to the channel, Skywalker. Maybe you'll learn something while you're here. Pastor Sean R. Murphy said that it's all of them. It is absolutely all of them. All right. I'm with you there. I am with you there. I mean, it doesn't look good. I can tell you that. It looks real bad. Your content was removed due to a violation of our community guidelines. Review the content. Let's see. What did they just now, the video we're watching right now. I'm so sorry. Can I show you guys what just now happened? Let me show you what just now happened. Let me show you what just happened. So check it out. Here it is. There it is. We listed any problems we found, but make sure your content, something you posted. Let me see. Are you sure you want to leave? We'd love to get your input to come back to the issue dashboard channel. Let's stay here. Something you posted may violate. Let me open this big for you guys. They just took this video down. Warning, removed, ineligible. You can take training and dismiss the warning, appeal, or decision. Do nothing about it to our strike system. So that's what they've done here. That's what they've done. Is the video completely gone? Let me see if the video is gone. Yeah. The video's gone. The video is completely gone. So now this video here, hey, you guys get the super chats going, send some super chats, send some PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, because this video will be demonetized. You are the only people who will see this video. YouTube may take this whole video down. YouTube may delete my entire video. Look, and this is the reason why my channel is just dying. Here it is right here. Here it is. There it is. The video of the cop punching the guy in the head is now completely gone. Wow. They scrubbed it. Cope Doggy Dog said they've completely scrubbed it. It's only on Rumble and X. So they've completely, you can't show what the cops are doing to us in the streets. And if you do, your channel will greatly be attacked. I mean, greatly. Wow. I mean, and they did it in real time. They did it as I was showing you the video. Wow. So check this out. Now, I mean, am I allowed to show anything? I'm just not sure. I'm just so confused. Why can't we show what the government is doing to the people? Why can't we show that? Mother just pisses me off beyond the pale. Don't fucking move. I'm not sure if you guys can see what's happening there or not, but it looks like he has something right to her forehead right there. Right to her forehead. She's wearing a half shirt. Okay, take a look. She's wearing a half shirt. She's got a half shirt. You see that her fingers here. You see her fingers here. So both of her hands are up in her little half shirt while she's out on the town.
Don't fucking move. I swear to God, don't fucking move. You move, I'm gonna blow your shit away. I swear to God. You got me fucked. Oh, man. Turn around.
Oh, she's got him effed up. But that looks pretty effed up to me. That, man, you guys, listen, just be prepared to follow me to another channel, to another platform, because I'm going to keep showing it. I'm going to keep showing you guys what it is. I'm going to show you guys what they're doing to us, whether they delete my channel, whether they penalize me. Just so you guys know, since I've been out of the dungeon, the channel has been cut in half. We were doing more views, comments, shares, more revenue. We were doing double just Labor Day. So in the past 10 days, they've just nuked this channel. I wake up every day and think to myself, is the channel going to be there or not? Every day when I wake up, I think that I wonder if the channel is going to be here. When I check my phone, I'm checking half the time to see if they're just going to delete my whole channel. I showed you guys the violence, and now let me. Oh man. Oh man.
Come on, man. Turn around. Turn around.
And then the other cop, you can hear him saying, "Put that away." What's he doing to her? Boy, he really gets off on having absolute power over another person. I can't. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's only on. Okay. I got it on Reddit, just so you guys know. I got this here. Okay. So I got this on Reddit. Shocking. Police officer punches handcuffed man 13 times in the face while yelling at him to stop resisting. So this is where I got it. It was on the Wild Politics thread on Reddit. So that's where this came from. But apparently Daddy YouTube does not want you seeing this. Does not. And Daddy YouTube is ran by who? By the government. Government agents exist in YouTube. Just like they did Twitter before Elon Musk kicked them all out. I mean, it's yeah, I mean, Blue 5, I don't know how much longer we're actually going to have a channel, to be honest with you. I mean, you don't really understand what's going on behind the scenes. They have cut this channel in at least half in the past 2 weeks. Just in the past, since Labor Day. So it's only been a week. They've cut this channel in half, and there's nothing I can do about it. But you see it right here. Shocking video shows a cop punch another guy 13 times in the head while he's in cuffs and he's screaming, "Stop resisting." So Daddy YouTube, you going to change that? Huh? You going to change that? Are you going to delete it off Reddit too? Off of X? Oh, but here you can't show it. We can't show what the cops are doing to us in the streets. Got it. So I'm not allowed to show it, or I mean, they called it a community guidelines strike. Is it a strike? I don't know. I didn't know I did anything wrong by showing you a video. So in this one here, I don't know what's going on here. I just know there's like a fight. You can see the pepper spray. You can see the pepper spray coming in. I mean, a bunch of boys fist fighting each other, and these are young guys, late teens, early 20s. So they're throwing punches at each other. Now you see that spray coming through. You see the line of. Okay, so he's getting sprayed. Okay, cool. Now that's over. Now he's gonna run. Okay, now this is what I captured. This is the screenshot that I captured. You absolutely have got to see it. This is what I actually captured. You got to see this. This is really spot on. So let me open this bad chicken real quick here. So okay, coppers. Okay, coppers. Here comes the lesson. You want to know why you can't get anybody to sign up to be a cop? You want to know why? Because most people don't want to do this to other people. Most people don't want to do this. Most people, and yeah, is there a fight? Sure. But was it broken up and was the guy running away? He sure was. So he pushes the guy down onto the ground, but you miss it. Let me see. There it is. You see that right there? He bounces his head off the ground. Did you see that? There it is right there. You see that? This guy pushed the other guy down with all of his might, and he smashes his head on the ground. Now, after he rolls up, the cop runs up and shoves him down again. Now, this beta male chick is going to run up and drop her knee. Both of these pigs right here are going to drop their knee on this guy. So how would you and I do it? We would jump on top of him and lock him up. If you know how to wrestle or grapple, you know exactly how you would lock him up. But they're not trained to grapple us. They're trained to hurt us. They just need more training, though. There's the knee drop. She drops both of... That is not how you properly tackle and subdue somebody. That's stupidity. You're not going to control somebody by dropping a knee on them. If the guy could fight back, he could put her in a knee bar pretty quick. So then she drops her knees, then he drops his knees. There it is right there. There it is right there. If you cops don't know why you can't get anybody to sign up, there it is right there. There it is. The amount of disgusting violence that is done to us in the streets, there it is. You can see it. It's right there. This is why people don't want to be cops in America. I wouldn't want to sign up to do that shit to people. That's terrible. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because that's how you subdue someone. You push on their face and you push their head into the ground. Oh, are we still here? Are we still, Daddy YouTube? Am I allowed to show the body cam footage or the video footage? Am I allowed to show this, or I'm not allowed to show it? I just can't understand. I can't understand what's going on. 13 months, Isabella. Thank you for being a member. I really appreciate it. I'm starting my own website, Team DLZ, teamdlz.com, where you guys can be members over there. And I'm going to show all the videos that, so you don't like the blurring. I'm starting a website called teamdlz.com. It's already in the works. I'm populating videos now where you get to see the beatings happen. You get to see everything. I don't blur anything on there. I show you everything. And the reason why is because they're just hammering me. Thanks for being a member for the last year. I super appreciate that. Even when I was in the dungeon, Isabella was still a member. Yeah. 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 That's you got cops coming up, running up. You got a woman on his feet, but this cop, look at the guy. He's all balled up. Look at him. The guy's all balled up. Take a look. And so you figure this big oaf would try to just get his arms behind his back if that's the policy, procedure, and protocol. But no, I got a shot here. I can punch him in the face. There it is. And so he punches him in the face while this pig over here is running over to help. I mean, look at how stupid this is. Does anybody here know how to wrestle or fight? Does anybody here know how to wrestle or fight? Watch this moronic pig. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? That is not how you wrestle somebody or grapple somebody. What is he doing? Just pulling the guy's arms back behind his head? So you stupid moron, you just moron pig. When you wrestle somebody, you go under the arms and you wrist roll from underneath the armpit and you wrist roll and pull the wrist in. You ever heard of Spencer Lee? He's the best wrist roller in all of wrestling. It's really easy to subdue somebody when you reach underneath their armpits and then wrist roll them like this. He's not doing any of that. He's just trying to hurt the guy. He's just trying to lay pain to the guy. There it is. There's an inside wrist roll. Did you see it right there? Okay, right there, you reach under the armpit, over the elbow, and you wrist roll. Okay, right there. I'm not going to let Reddit decide what I can show here. Okay, now right there, you reach under the armpit and over the elbow joint, and you grab the wrist. There it is, right there. That's how you wrist roll. It is not done by grabbing both of his arms and pulling them. It was just, oh, look at that. When he wrist rolled, he put his arm right behind his back. So everything else he was doing was just trying to hurt the guy. That's all he was doing. And look at just it's just absolutely morbid. Oh, I found this one yesterday. This is, oh, sorry about that. Let me see if I can get this here. Sorry about that. Check this out. Let me see if I can get this. Yeah, this is just some of the worst stuff I've ever seen. This is, oh man. Oh my goodness. Well, so check this out. Are we still here? I just got to make sure that we're still here. I never know if we're still here or not. I mean, you guys saw it. They just took down a video in real time because it showed a cop beating somebody. It showed a cop beating somebody in the face while they were in torture cuffs. And so YouTube gods just took down, just took it right down.
Hold the phone. Put the phone down. Why can't I hold the phone?
Okay. So we're a little ahead here, but I want to show you this. So who remembers this? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember this. Alan Hubbs. Derek calls them pigs. I can't keep up with the chat. I'm sorry. Remember, you should have a trifold in your car. I'm doing 2 for 1 on trifolds. So make sure you guys go over to deletelaws.com and get a trifold in your car. Make sure you invoke your Fifth Amendment right as soon as these cops. So this guy gets pulled over by the cops. There's a little too much talking. It's a little too much back and forth. And so this is why I'm stopping this for a moment and telling you, when the cops pull you over, you immediately invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Don't ask me where I'm coming from, where I've been, where I'm going if I have a gun. Go to deletelaws.com and get your trifold. I'll send you 2 for the price of 1. And I'll also give you a pair of these cop cards for free. All friendship bracelets and all the keychains went out on Friday at the latest. So I have tracking numbers for you guys if you want them. I'm also going to give you the cop cards for free. And the reason I'm showing you the cop cards and the trifold right now is because this guy should have pled the Fifth Amendment from the moment it all went down, but he didn't.
Out the window! Open the door with your hands! Can I take off my belt? Take off your seatbelt. Slowly. Open the door. Keep your hands up. Stay away, facing away. Put the phone down. I have the right to hold the phone. Down.
So this is what I'm talking about. If the cops order you out of the car, you have to tell them that you're going to be filming them. It's in your trifold. It's the most important part of your trifold. So you get pulled over, you immediately invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Then the cop says, get out of the car. You open the trifold. There's the front page. There's the back page. You open the trifold and you explain to the copper, I have a right to film you. I always film cops' faces. Violating the First Amendment on camera removes the cop's qualified immunity. You got to show this part. And then you show them Pennsylvania versus Mims that says, I got to get out for officer safety. But you've got to show the first part where you say, I'm going to be recording you, because if you don't, they're going to tell you to get rid of your phone. And I don't really understand why they're saying this to him.
Stay away, facing away. Put the phone down.
Stay away, facing away. Put the phone down. Why is that? Why does he have to put the phone down? The camera down.
I have the right to hold the phone. Down. Why can't I hold the phone? Put the phone down.
I mean, answer the question. Why does he have to put the phone down?
Why can't I hold the phone? This is for my safety, sir. Put the phone down. This is for my safety. Put the phone down. This is for my safety. Put the phone down. This is for my safety. Put the phone down. Put the phone down. This is for my safety, sir. Listen to my commands. Put the phone down. This is for my safety, sir. Put the phone down. I cannot do it. Put the phone down. Put the phone down. I can't do it. Put the phone down. I can't. Put the phone down. Sir, I cannot do it. Put the phone down.
Why does he have to put the phone down? Is the phone some sort of Mr. Gadget magical contraption that's going to turn into a jack-in-the-box?
Drop the phone. Drop the phone.
Why? Why? Can someone answer the question for me? Why? Why does he have to put the phone down? For what reason does he need to drop the phone? I'm just so confused. What is he so afraid of? What is the cop so afraid of with the phone? Why can't he have the phone in his hand? I don't really understand why it's so important that he drops the phone. Why does he have to drop the phone?
Can't. Put the phone down. Sir, I cannot do it. Put the phone down. Drop the phone. Drop the phone. Please, don't do this. I can't drop the phone. I can't. This is for my safety. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm not going to hurt you. Drop the phone.
Then they taser him in the back. So this is what I'm talking about. This is so I know that there's a whole bunch of cops that don't like me. Let me share. I don't like you either. It's mutual. I think you're a scumbag, bro. You're not going to change my opinion because this happened and none of the cops in this department hazed those men out of their jobs. None of them put rats on the guys' cars. None of them put coward on their locker. So the so-called good cops, they didn't get rid of these bad cops. So this is their policy, procedure, and protocol. This is how they want to treat us. I mean, I'm just still blown away that YouTube just took a video down right in the middle of the live stream, just deleted a video, and I got a community guidelines warning. I have a warning now. Warning me for what? What have I done? I shared a video that's on the internet that shows cops abusing people. I've done nothing wrong. What community are you a part of? Because my community wants to see that. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you want to see it, if you want to see the video. I mean, so what community are we a part of here? There it is right there. Your content was removed due to a community guidelines right there. I have a community guidelines. Your content was removed due to a community. You received a warning. You can take a policy training. Policy training. If this happens again, if you violate this policy in the 90 days, you'll get a strike. You won't be able to do things like upload, post, or live stream for a week. And it's all because a guy got punched. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I'm completely and utterly confused. I'm very confused. Danelle Brown's got a good question. So what's YouTube going to do? Remove all the auditors' videos? No, they do what they did when they put me in jail for 4 months. Oh, look, we can lock him up whenever we want to. Even though it was unjust and Clark County is going to have to pay me for doing that, they still will just do whatever they can do. It's just, we're living in this is 1984. Who's read the book 1984? Anybody read the book 1984 by George Orwell? Has anybody read that book? It's just, this is just such bullshit. It's such bullshit. You know, I think I'll show this one now. I'm going to, because it's such bullshit. Let me show you this one. So this lady right here is so spot on with her analysis and what she says. It is so spot on. You have to hear it. Make sure the volume's up. Listen to this.
Be honest with ourselves about the kind of country we live in. Let's be honest. There's something wrong in this country.
Let's be honest with the kind of country we live in. There's something wrong with this country.
Be honest with ourselves about the kind of country we live in. Let's be honest. There's something wrong in this country. Telling people it is okay to work 3 jobs.
It is okay to work 3 jobs, not see your kids or see your loved ones, not take a vacation.
See your kids, not see your loved ones, not take a vacation, and God forbid you get sick.
If you get sick in America, what's going to happen to you?
Okay? And I still got a job at home because I'm a mother.
And she's a mom at home.
Because let's not forget, I don't get a day off. And I got to figure all that out. How are we going to eat? How are we going to pay rent? How are we going to pay the utility bills? That every single thing went up after COVID.
Every single thing went up after COVID.
Not one thing stayed the same except salaries.
Salaries is the only thing that stayed the same.
The only thing that stayed the same in this country is the minimum wage. Even though everything else went up. And we have a Democratic president or a Republican president.
It doesn't matter. You're not part of the elitists.
Then a Democratic president, Republican president, and neither party ever talks about what is really going on in this world. Because I'm not even going to say the country. What is really going on in this world? There is no scarcity. It is, how do we pit people against each other?
How do we pit people against each other?
There is no scarcity. It is, how do we pit people against each other?
Exactly. Well, you do that by creating a bootlicking society. There's so many bootlickers out in the world. There's so many people who drop down and suck that cop stick. It is just disgusting. It really is disgusting. I'm not going to be distracted. I have a syllabus to teach about the Supreme Court, the presidents, get that board game ready for Christmas time. And that's what I'm going to do. But she's saying the hard part out loud. She's saying it. She's nailing it. How do we pit people? It doesn't matter if you have a Democratic president or a Republican president.
You have a Democratic president or a Republican president, then a Democratic president, Republican president, and neither party ever talks about what is really going on in this world. Because I'm not even going to say the country. What is really going on in this world? There is no scarcity. It is, how do we pit people against each other so they're too distracted to see everything that I'm too addicted to consuming and how much profit I'm making, and more profit, how many more houses one individual can have, how many yachts can one individual have. And you're going to arrest me now that I make a tent city? Yeah. So if I take the scraps from the trash.
I really want to hear the rest of it. It gets cut off. Does anybody else know where we can find that? Taxi, thanks for being being here. Make sure you keep up teamdlz.com. This is the website I'm coming up with right now. I'm populating it right now, so you guys will be able to see it. There's not going to be any blurring on there. I'm going to show the actual video, because if they're going to delete my channel if I keep showing the truth, is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. They're going to delete the channel. They've cut the channel in half in just a week. In just a week, they've cut this channel in half since Labor Day. That's what they've done. That's what they've done. And there's nothing I can really do about it besides not show you guys the truth. Now, this is, you guys have to see this, because this is some of the sickest truth you're ever gonna see. I saw this last night on Reddit, and I sat there and I read every single comment, because if you go to Ask Law Enforcement, Ask LE, there it is. Where is our America Now, says Brick. If you go so this is the name of the subreddit. It's called Ask Law Enforcement. I have 3 accounts. They've banned all 3 accounts. And then anybody familiar with Reddit, the way Reddit works is it has moderators, just like this channel has moderators. And then what the moderators can do, the moderators can lock the thread. If there's too much contention, if there's too much infighting, if there's too much battling, if there's too much disagreement, it gets racist, it gets sexist. Reddit moderators if you're a moderator for Ask Law Enforcement, you can just lock the thread so nobody else can comment or reply. You can upvote or downvote, but let me just show you this right here. This thread has been locked. New comments cannot be posted. So then you're going to say, well, why would they lock the thread when the entire conversation is dating as a female cop? And boy, this is telling. I know this is not some video of gore and violence and the truth that we see from the cops in America, but you really need to hear this. And I'll make it as quick as I can, but you've got to hear this. Okay, this may be kind of a different post for this sub. I'm frustrated. I'm a 22-year-old female starting working as a correction officer as a county jail a few months ago. Ever since getting this job, my love life has turned non-existent, and not for lack of time or anything. So if you're a jail guard, you only work 3 shifts of 12 hours or 4 shifts of 12 hours. So you're either 36 or 48 hours, but it's all in 3 or 4 days. Then you have 3 or 4 days off. You can trade with other people and get a whole week off, work a week and get a whole week off. So it's not for lack of time, she says. She's a 22-year-old female. Let me tell you something real quick. If you're this attractive and you're a 22-year-old female, you don't have a hard time dating no matter what you do. But let's get into the detail here. Outside of work, I dress in a more alternative style, and looking at my social media, it would be almost impossible to know I work as a cop. Besides, a post I made earlier this year about my internship, I now work at this agency. No, honey. So besides I made about the internship at the agency I now work at. Well, let me help you, honey bunny. You don't work at an agency. You work in a dungeon. You're a dungeon master. You're a piece of shit who puts chains on people so you can make some money. You're willing to compromise your principles, morals, and ethics as long as you're making $1,000 a day. You're allowed to compromise your humanity. You're allowed to put your decency in the closet and shut the door and lock it. You don't work at an agency. You work at a dungeon. You're a disgusting jailer. You're a disgusting executioner. 1 out of 5 jailers, 1 out of 6 maybe, was pretty decent to me. Wait till you see the videos I've made with the guys. Wait till you see the videos that I have made with one of the guys in the jail who hated me, and he decided to come in and talk to me after I got out of jail. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. I'm too poor to join the team. No, you're not, man. You're on the team right now. So now let's keep reading. So then it says, on dating apps, nothing indicates that I work in law enforcement. I start to get to know people. We talk for a week or so, and it goes great until they ask about my work, and I tell them I'm in corrections. Everyone will either ghost me or block me immediately. And those who don't make jokes about me putting them in handcuffs, or ask them if I'm still cool if they smoke. I've tried putting a picture of myself when I did my internship and had to wear my agency logo. You don't work at an agency. You don't understand. Stop with the bullshit. You don't work at an agency. You fucking little ungrateful. You 2-bit hussy. You don't work at an agency. You work at a dungeon. You chain people up for a living. And you're willing to bypass all morality to put people in chains because that's what you're told to do. You're a sellout. That's why you get ghosted. You're a scumbag. You just are. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me for being so honest. I apologize for my honesty. Okay. But overall, my love life has turned upside down, and I really wasn't expecting that. Is it really hard to find people who are accepting, or am I just picking the wrong people? So that mantra right there, is it hard to find accepting people, or am I just picking the wrong people? No self-reflection, no taking a look at what I'm doing. It's them. It's those people. They're not accepting. It's them. You signed up to be a fucking pig, honey. You get what you get. Okay? But I'm going to read a few comments here because this whole thread, I'll drop the thread in the comment section. This entire thread is gold for understanding these jackboot thug pigs and the way they think. I put the link in the comment section. But now let's take a look. Remember, they locked the post so nobody else can say anything. Okay? Don't date your coworkers and don't date the inmates. Inmates prey on desperation, and your coworkers will make life even more difficult. Honey, you signed up for that. You signed up to an agency? No, you signed up to a dungeon. And your coworkers are going to make it more difficult for you. And then she responds, okay, no hate to you in the slightest, but I received the don't date the inmate comments before, so I'm confused by that. Do COs do that? I would never consider doing that, or coworkers for that matter. Common enough. I know a jail that had to ban jackets in the block because the female COs were tying them around their waist as a shield, then backing it up to the bars. You got to imagine if you were unattractive and got no attention from men whatsoever, and then suddenly you're surrounded by guys who default think you're a 10 and start showering you with affection. And then she says, ooh, this is the same woman here who posted this, the 22-year-old who can't get a date. Literally so gross. Being a criminal enough to land you in jail is already a turn off. Well, there it is right there. I was in jail for 4 months and I'm not a criminal at all. But being criminal enough, you mean being charged by a jackboot thug pig and then getting a judge like Ann Zimmerman, the biased, unprincipled, bad person that she is, who was married to a pig, they can just throw you in jail for no good reason? Yes, they can. Oh, but look at her. Being in jail enough to be a criminal is, ooh. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. It gets worse. I can't imagine going after an inmate. There was a decent documentary. What do you mean they tied the jackets around their waist? What did it, you can figure it out. Okay. You got to see this. You got to see this. There's so many. Okay. Dating is hard, period. But when your law enforcement actually does you a big favor, someone said it already, but it helps self-filter people you shouldn't want to be with anyway. Don't take it to heart. Just do your job and live your life. Also, dating apps are ass. Make some friends at work, hang out after work, eventually meet your friend's third cousin who turns out to be your soulmate. So again, don't take it to heart that the people are rejecting you. Don't take it to heart that people think you're a scumbag because you signed up to your dungeon. Don't worry about them. Just live your life. Don't worry about anything else. Don't get the feedback from the world that the world is giving you. Anybody ever have the hair on the back of their neck stand up? Anybody ever have the hair on the back of your neck stand up and you get scared? You can feel the hair. You can feel like the goosebumps and the hair on the back of that is your body sending you a message that there's a bear near you. Your nose smelled it and your brain was warned before you realized, oh man, there's a bear around me somewhere. The hairs on the back of your neck stood up and your body was telling you to run. You got a shot with adrenaline, but you still don't know what's going on. Your brain is working for you. But here, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just live your life. My advice would be to get off those dating apps, or you could try Hinge. Get off those dating apps, but try Hinge. Just tell them you're a dolphin trainer. I did that for years until I was really serious. It helps. Lie to them at the start. That's what that says. Dudes are not in law enforcement in the military will often be intimidated by women in alpha type jobs. Okay, let me help you out. Okay, let me help you out. You are not an alpha because you became a cop or a prison guard. You are a dependent. You're not independent. I created this trifold completely myself out of thin air. I created these cop cards on my own. Nobody helped me. Nobody assisted me. Nobody had input on it. These cards I created completely on my own. This trifold I created completely on my own. I'm an independent. That is what an alpha is when you are independent. You're not dependent on somebody else to give you a paycheck or tell you what to do. You are not an alpha. This entire thread is like this. You get to see how these disgusting maggots think. They're intimidated by women in alpha type roles. You're not alpha because they're not working in one. I'm afraid you're incorrect. I am working in an alpha position because I'm completely independent. I don't rely on anybody telling me what to do or write me a paycheck. I rely on the people buying the products that I invented out of thin air, completely out of thin air. What are you talking about? And then he goes on to say, most of the women I worked with over the last 20 years dated other cops. That's usually how it goes. Just go outside of your agency. So you should just date cops. As a young guy in law enforcement, this is normal. The general public does not understand and refuses to try to understand and has a lot of hate for law enforcement. Okay, I agree with you. Why is that? I agree with the statement. The public doesn't want to understand because we are seeing what you're doing to people on camera. We don't want to understand that. We want the policies to be changed. But the only way the policies can be changed is with leadership. And there's no leadership right now. It's the two wings of the same bird. You can vote for Trump, you can vote for Kamala, you're still going to be in a broke-ass America. I would vote for Trump over Kamala if someone stuck a gun to my head, but I won't vote for either one of them. I would definitely vote for Trump over Kamala if I was forced with a gun in my face, but I'm not forced to, so I won't vote for him either. It's important to remember that this says a lot about the person you're talking to rather than you. No. It says a lot about you. You signed up to be a dependent, to be a beta, to be told what to do every day, every second, every minute. There's a policy, procedure, and protocol for every single part of your job. That doesn't make you an alpha. That makes you a beta. Even people who work in 7-Eleven, Speedway, Quickie Mart, whatever you want to call it, Give and Go, whatever the Quickie Mart is on the corner, have more autonomy and independence than you do working as a pig. Plain and simple. He goes on to say, try not to place so much stake on what another person will think of you. You are enough as you are. Oh, really? You are who you are. Never change for anyone. I leave law enforcement in my profile. Like, do you guys see why I'm showing you this now? The arrogance of these pigs. The ones that are willing to block, ghost, or completely be closed off are the ones I want nowhere near me anyways. You are the prize. If they walk, they're lost. Bro, she's giving you real-time data feedback from the real world. 9 out of 10 men are ghosting her. She's saying all the men are ghosting her, and she's 22 and female. I mean, if you're a man, 22 and female, I turned 50 on Wednesday, 22-year-old female, all of them are pretty attractive. All of them, like across the board. Like even ones that are not that attractive at 22 and female are pretty attractive. You're still pretty good looking all the way up to you're 25 years old. So then he goes on to say, continue to enrich your life, build yourself, accomplish your goals, immerse yourself in hobbies, hang out with friends as much as possible, try to attract and not chase. Yes, it's lonely at times, but if you don't work on yourself first, I'm a firm believer you cannot pour from a cup which is empty. Okay, so I had this talk the other day. Let me say it to you again. Let me explain it to you. You cannot replace virtue for team. Your virtue is what? Your purpose, your self-respect, your dignity, your pride, things you can work on and build them up. What cops do and jail guards do, they try to replace virtue for team. I'm on the blue team. I'm on the blue team. Code 5 male will be here in 10 minutes. Everybody get ready. Get ready. You're on a team. There's a Code 5 male coming here in 5 minutes. This is the Clark County Detention Center. Across 75 dorms with 75 men in each dorm, you would hear over the loudspeaker, Code 5 male will be here in 5 minutes. And all the jail guards, oh, we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. It's a scam, boys. You're not on some amazing team that you're going to get the Code 5 male. You can't work on team, and not work on your purpose, your self-respect, your dignity, your pride. You can't say I'm on a team, so I have all these things. Virtue is different than team. I've tried to explain this. I learned this in Ayn Rand's book. Perfectly said. You have my empathy. I'm a cop, and soon as I became one, I was ghosted by many friends. Honestly, I feel that modern day dating is a shit show no matter what. But the most important of this, I'm a cop, and soon after I became one in my life, I was ghosted by many friends. You're getting real world feedback there, bro. What does that tell you? People want nothing. They want nothing to do with you. They don't want to be anywhere around you. You're a scumbag. You signed up for yourself. You're the most selfish pig there is on earth. I'm sorry. This is just the truth. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Thanks, Joel, for the super chat. I really appreciate it because this video here is going to be demonetized. You folks are the only people who will see this. YouTube won't put it in the stream. People have to come to the channel to watch it. They're going to hammer me for showing you guys the punching. I guess maybe it has to do with your age. Nope, it doesn't. Assuming you're trying to meet guys your own age, they might be intimidated by your occupation or worried that you'll switch on them and just to try to find someone that's a bit more mature. No. The higher in age she goes from men who are not involved with pig shacks, the more those men with maturity will run from her. That's stupid. People don't want to be involved with a pig. They just don't. I mean, should I say it nicer? Should I try to say it? I mean, am I saying it too mean? Is this hard to understand? Lezo TVO. Have you tried dating apps with a paywall like eHarmony? My ex-wife was a vet tech. Later, she became a police officer. Her boss invited us to his house for some sort of party. He didn't know I was a cop, too. This party was in Danville, California, which could be described as Beverly Hills in Northern California. There were Oakland Raiders, San Francisco prominent surgeons, business executives. John Madden was also in attendance. We get there and I meet her boss. Then I start speaking to his wife. She asked me a bunch of questions and boom, the bomb hit. What do you do for a living? I'm a police officer. Oh. She walks away over to another lady, whispers, and they start staring at me. My wife comes back to me about 10 minutes later and says, we have to go. In the car, she told me people were snorting and smoking in the house. Her boss told her I had to leave because people were uncomfortable with me there. Get used to it. Law enforcement's a lonely job, especially when it comes to dating. Even now that I'm retired, I've met this woman and we're doing well. None of her friends want anything to do with me. Oh, Joe, Bupsa-daisy, why do you think that is? How come you think that is? You're retired now, so that means you're in your 50s. You've retired, and now you're dating a new woman because the first wife you had, you beat or cheat, likely. There's a percentage there. It's 2 out of 5. The chances are 2 out of 5 that you beat her or cheat her or both. And now you're dating a new woman and her friends want absolutely nothing to do with you. I wonder why that is. I wonder if it could be, I don't know, you? I wonder you signed up to a Death Star to be an evil person, to do cruel, inhumane, and barbaric things to people like chaining them up. And then you wonder, get ready to be in law enforcement. It's a lonely job, especially when it comes to dating. Even now that I'm retired, I met a woman and we're doing well, and none of her friends want anything to do with me. Why do you think that is? Because only a piece of shit asshole would sign up to be a pig. I'm sorry, but it's true. You can't watch the videos we're watching and then think, I'm a good person. I think I'll sign up to be a pig. Special Ed Andrews here, everybody. Say hello to Special Ed. What is going on? This is an anonymous thread on Reddit, so I don't know what was being said. Literally, I had this conversation 2 months ago with a young man who had finished the academy. He's 19. So you're telling me a 19-year-old young man's going to be in charge of me? All the same replies as you. I didn't ask him if he does hookups or anything in detail, but I told him the right one won't care. And most people on dating apps are shallow anyway. So once again, what is the feedback? It's not you and what you signed up to do to people, that you've compromised your morals, your integrity, your principles, your ethics. It's not that. It's other people. That's what Ask Law Enforcement on Reddit is. It's not you. It's not you that's the horrible piece of shit that signed up for this. That was the gist of my message to him. I told him to be himself and be a regular guy in the world when he's off duty. See, that's the whole problem. It's not possible. He got off the apps and I talked him into joining a club at his youth. Since then, he's doing one class to keep himself enrolled so he can continue his full time. He joined the Rotary Club. Oh, just crap. I don't know how it is as a female, but I can tell you from experience, it'll really put a damper on your love life. But this is the life we chose. I met my wife just before getting into becoming a cop. We're about to hit 20 years of marriage. Thank God. Dating other cops, maybe a fireman outside of your own agency. I was in a wonderful marriage until she became a CO. She got power hungry, arrogant, and knocked up by another CO. Would not recommend. So this is the only one that wasn't blocked. But he said it truthfully. I upvoted it, as you can see. Until she became a correctional officer,
She got power and then she got knocked up by another. Should probably date first responders. A lot of men stay away from dating cops because if they're vindictive, they have a lot more capacity to ruin your life and they end up being crazy. Oh, the age matters. Let me just chime in here real quick. Any person with this much maturity, when you tell me that you signed up to be a pig, I'm out. Now, I'm out. This person is a piece of shit. They can't see all the videos on YouTube. Oh, not YouTube anymore. Can't show anybody getting punched in the face. Can't show that. If you show that, well, then you're banned. Yo, Lezo TVO, thank you for the gifting of the memberships. I appreciate it, man. Thanks. I'm trying to stay focused on this thing. College is a great place, but so are clubs based around activities. You don't understand. They don't want to date you because from my life experience, women do crazy thing when relationships turn sour. Maybe they're afraid you'll put them in jail. Find a normal dude or maybe a fed because they're not real cops, and don't be like that officer from Laverne PD. And then she chimes back. See, my second problem is that normal dudes don't really seem to vibe with my alternative lifestyle. Might just be my cat and I forever. Yeah. If you stay in that piece of shit, low knuckle dragging job, low level, low intelligence, I'll just do what I'm told and call myself an alpha. I cannot believe that the guy wrote in there, a lot of men don't want to be associated with women in alpha jobs. In which way is it alpha being told what to do constantly? In which way is it alpha that somebody else gives you the policies, procedures, and protocols for your brain? In which ways is it alpha that you're told to hurt people and then to reply with things like, well, the torture cuffs aren't meant to be comfortable, or you're in jail, you're being punished? How's that alpha? That's a complete and utter follower from beginning to end. But you signed up to carry a gun, so that makes you alpha? No, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. So what does she mean by her alternative lifestyle? She's covered in tattoos. She wears a lot of black gear and eyeliner. I'm basically a goth girl outside of being a cop. Weird. I've been under the impression from my sister working as a CO that most cops and people in law enforcement were super horny all the time and bang each other constantly. Look for a doctor, a nurse, or a school teacher. We always seem to find each other. You'll find the right one. I'm not sure what your usual type is, but stay clear of anyone that doesn't have the same virtues or lifestyle as you. Okay. So virtue is your purpose in life. Virtue is your self-respect, your dignity, your pride, your self-esteem. Virtue means the things that you work on constantly to be a better person. You don't have virtue because you sign up to be a cop. It's the opposite. You sign up to be on a team. They brainwash you and convince you, team. You never work on your own purpose. You're told every day, day in, day out, your purpose is to get the bad guys and back up your teammates. The day you retire, you lose all connection to the world. You're no longer on a team. You no longer have a purpose because you never set a purpose for yourself. You said, I joined the blue team and that's my purpose, but it's not. Your purpose is what you choose to do in life overall. Overturn Terry versus Ohio, become governor, change the policies, procedures, and protocols of these pigs. That's purpose. That's virtue. I can't say Team DLZ is my total purpose. We can be on a team together. My virtue is my purpose, though. We're all in it together going this way, but you have other things that you do. You have children, you have a job, and hopefully you're working on your self-respect, your dignity, your pride, your purpose in life. But you cannot say that you're a virtuous you're a virtuous person because you joined the blue team. Stay clear of anyone that doesn't have the same virtues. Okay. It's hard to get that gauge based on dating apps, but once you go out, you can get the bigger picture. It's apparent the men you've talked to have been intimidated by your career. This thread is the gift that just keeps on giving. No, dude, that's not it at all. It's that No one respects these policies, procedures, and protocols that she signed up to do to people, to hurt people, to chain people, to completely skip all morality, all ethics, all value of life, and chain people and put them in the hole. I just listen to the advice that the other pigs are giving this 22-year-old woman. And they're saying, forget about everything else. You don't want to develop a relationship with someone that doesn't hold the same values as you. Well, what values are those? What values are those? I'm so confused. The value of chaining somebody, the value of tasing somebody, the value of beating on people. Those are the values you're talking about. This entire, I put the link for this down in the chat, but this is what we're talking about here. It's just, I'd say it could be a plethora of different things. One, a lot of people in the dating game smoke weed. What? So it's the weed smokers, the reason why guys don't like her. Whether it's true or not, female cops and COs seem to have a reputation for sleeping with other cops or even inmates. 3, the men feel emasculated by being with the girl who does a tough, dangerous job, especially if they have easy or lax careers. They don't have tough, dangerous jobs. They don't. They're so insulated, it's unbelievable. They're so insulated, it's unreal. Officer safety first. I mean, I could read this entire thread. I mean, the whole thread is what you actually get to learn about what these cops are saying. And then here it says, not knowing anything about you, try Christian Mormon oriented dating, more welcoming of cops. I'm not a part of this sub, and this is a weird post for Reddit to recommend. I just want to point out the amount of men who are into alternative scene, who are around your age and vibe with law enforcers is slim, if existent. As a 20-year-old single man and desire to work as a cop, most likely, oh God, it's just. And then this guy chimes in, okay, nothing wrong with the use of handcuffs in the right context. Like it's just so bad. There's just no way to even, I just don't know how to wrap it around your head. But it's like, it's you. It's you. It's not, it's you. You signed up to do that. And for that reason, that's the reason why people don't want to be with you. It has nothing to do with anything other than what you have chosen to do. It's just the plain simple fact. So there it is. So I'll drop this thread down in the comment section. Okay. So this is a video. Maybe you guys have seen this, but I want to break this down for you guys slowly but surely. Let's reset just real quick so I can connect with you guys. Everybody do me a favor, hit the like button and then put down in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put it in the comment section for me just real quick. So this next video is a little longer. It's like 5 or 6 minutes. Chris Alderson is here. What is going on, citizen violators? Not okay. Not okay policing. Good to see you, man. Shelby, how are you? Citizens Broadcast Cooperative, what is going on? So check this out. This is really a sick look at the way these cops treat us in America.
I'm not going to ask you too many more times. You're not free to leave.
Am I being detained?
You are. And you take another step, you'll be arrested. I promise you. I promise you.
Because I'm surfing?
Yeah. Just come here.
So they've created a beach badge for the beach in New Jersey. And if you don't have the beach badge, there's a cop ready to come down there and give you a ticket or arrest you or both.
No. You can talk to Harry Hartson about this.
Talk to whoever you want about it. You're talking to me right now.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm in the hosting.
Okay. What are the beach badge though? So we need your information.
Because I'm not on the beach. You're allowed to access the water.
I need your beach badge, so I need your information.
Okay. We're not a beach badge, though, so we need your information.
Because I'm not on the beach. You're allowed to access the water to surf or to fish.
You are?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you don't need a beach badge for that.
You need a beach badge to get onto this beach.
And he says you need a beach badge to get on this beach no matter what.
This isn't free beach. I'm not going to argue with you. You're going to provide your name and information?
There it is in a nutshell. So for the 22-year-old woman that was complaining that nobody wants to date you, we'll take a listen.
This isn't free beach. I'm not going to argue with you. You're going to provide your name and information?
The guy's an asshole. Like most cops are assholes. That's why people don't want to date you, honey. It's got nothing to do with your virtue because you don't have any. You don't have any purpose. You signed up for a life that makes you a complete dependent. You're not independent at all. And so if you wonder why men don't want to date you when you're a copper, it's because most cops are total assholes. Nobody wants to be around these cops. They brainwashed in their head that they're our saviors and they're going to save us as they abuse, rape, and kill us in the streets, as they lock us in dungeons and say torture cuffs aren't supposed to be comfortable. So and this cop starting off with the guy who's a surfer on a beach and going, nope, that's it. I need your name and date of birth now. You're going to give it to me? What are you going to do? That's why people don't want to date you if you're a cop. It has nothing to do with us. It has to do with you are the scumbag. And I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. That's the truth.
No. After this transaction is done, I'll email you the free access law, and I'll also email you Title 40, which regulates the municipalities to charge for the beach. Okay? Great. For the time being, we need your information. No? Okay. 726 to 52. You're not free to go.
All right. Keep following me.
So he's not walking to the water to go jump in. He's walking back toward his particular area that he has his stuff. And look at them trailing him as though he's some sort of criminal for not having a beach badge. He's done nothing wrong. He's hurt nobody. He's committed no crime.
726.
See, this is a young guy right here. He's early 20s. Women don't want to date you because you're a pig. It has nothing to do with anything else. You're a piece of shit. That's why women don't want to date you. It doesn't have anything to do with what your hair is, or if you're goth, or if you're an athlete, or if you're a stoner. Has nothing to do with it. Has to do with what you chose to do to people. Of the 10 million possible jobs there are in the world, you chose to sign up to a job where there's millions of videos of you and people like you abusing and hurting others. Oh, and he's already decided he's under arrest. Listen to this. I have one under arrest for obstruction. He's walking back to where his area is, where his stuff is. He wants a beach badge. He's going to produce it. But the cops already decided he's under arrest for obstruction. Why does he need to be kidnapped? Why does he need to go to jail? How does that help our society?
Drop the surfboard.
You're illegally arrested.
Drop the surfboard.
You're illegally arrested. Whoa. Hey.
Look, he's got the torture cuffs right there. They're right. He knocks the guy's surfboard out of his hand, and then there's the torture cuffs right there. Those are the torture cuffs right there. So for the 22-year-old copper who doesn't know why men don't want to date her, those right there. Those right there. Do you see that? Those are called torture cuffs. That's why men don't want to date you, honey. Has nothing to do with it's them. All the people are against you. You know, you chose to be the shepherd and look after the sheep. No, we see you as a scumbag. That's at least half of us. That's the half of us who are vocal. Then of the other half who aren't vocal, the bootlickers, half of them are bootlickers because they're afraid of cops. And they don't want it to be them that's getting beat up by these pigs.
Whoa.
Hey, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands. It's gonna be another charge. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands. Put your hands. Put your hands behind
Now, you have to listen carefully to really hear this, but listen.
your back. No, put your hands behind your back. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
Yeah, why is he being put in cuffs? For what reason do we need to cuff this man up?
What did I do wrong? Fighting with police. Put your hands behind your back. Bro, put your hands behind your back.
Why does his hands need to go behind his back? Why?
What did I do wrong, bro? That's my fucking bag. I walked up to the shower. What did I do wrong, bro?
Right? Did you hear it? Listen carefully. Ready? Hold on.
What did I do wrong?
His badge is right here, she says.
Bro, put your hands behind your back. What did I do wrong, bro?
The badge is right here, she says. But he's got a hard on for this guy, and he wants to arrest him. And oh, I'm so sorry. What'd you cops say you were? You're alpha? Oh, really? This is alpha? Try doing that to me without the badge and gun on and see how far it goes for you. See what would happen to you. I'd pile drive your head right into the sand, 2 seconds flat, because you don't know how to fight. You never learned. You were a beta male since you were a kid, or you wouldn't have signed up to do this to people. I would put your face in the sand, bro. 2 seconds flat. Oh, but you got the badge and gun. So now put your hands behind your back. For what? He's a surfer on the beach in the middle of the day. There's no victim. There's no crime. But you're alpha. Oh, a lot of people aren't going to like if you have an alpha job. That's an alpha job? Since when? In whose eyes? You're dependent on everything. You got to be told what to do, where to go, how to arrest people, how to take them to the dungeon. You need other people to back you up. When I go out on the streets, I go out there alone. Bunch of cowards.
That's my fucking badge. I walked up to the shower, dude.
Now he's been told 3 times, here's the badge.
You're arresting him.
Bro,
shut up. Get the fuck out of my face, dude.
Put your hands behind your back.
No. Why are you guys arresting him? His badge is right here.
4th time they've been told there's the badge. And this is one of these young guys who said, I understand what it's like dating. It's really hard. Look at the asshole you are, dude.
I will call Harry Hartson. What the fuck is this?
Who's Harry? Why does some guy named Harry have to approve you being on a public beach?
Dude, I have my badge right there.
5th time he's been told there's the badge right there.
It's right here.
Still resisting.
Now he's still resisting because he's broken no frickin' law. He's got the badge. The badge is right there. They've said it 5 times that I've heard. 5 motherfucking times I've heard them say the badge is right here. She said it 3 times. He said it twice. There's the badge right there. Still resisting, obstructing. You wanted a badge? They got a badge for you.
Why did he have to take his name?
Please let go of me. You are literally, bro, you are not allowed to do this.
You
are not allowed to do this. Please stop.
The badge is right here.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Just listen to what she says right here because it matters because we can't see. Stop choking him. Why is he being choked? What has he done so wrong that he needs to be choked?
Put your hand behind your back. Put them on your back. Stop resisting. Put your hand behind your back. No. Get on the radio. Hey, call Harry Hartson.
7th or 8th time, Harry Hartson.
Please. I have a fucking badge.
9th time. They're told he has the necessary documentation. He didn't steal someone's purse. He's done nothing wrong.
You're fucking joking because he doesn't have a badge. It's right here.
Put your hand behind your back.
10th time. That's the 10th time they've been told he has a badge in less than 1 minute.
No, I have a badge. I'm not letting you arrest me, bro. Hey, stop!
So,
Neither one knows how to do anything.
Ah, fucking assholes!
And now he's trying to break the guy's arm.
This guy's a fucking jerk.
Let me get these chains on you. Let me chain you up. You haven't hurt anybody. You've committed no crime, but you didn't show me your badge when I asked.
Your career is done.
No, his career's not done. He's going to get a promotion.
You're done, bro.
We got it too.
I never fucking do that, bro. Bro, can you please stop? You got these things so tight on me, man. You're hurting. Can you please fucking loosen it just a hair, dude? Come on, you're being ridiculous.
Put a walk away.
I was walking to the fucking shower.
Everybody know where the head of the police department is.
Can you please fucking get off me, dude?
Why is he's like a fan?
Yo, can you loosen it a little bit, bro? You're cutting my wrist.
We're getting up.
So he's been complaining about his wrist hurting 2 or 3 times now. He's screaming, man, this is really hurting me.
Straight off.
Sir, can you clear that? Clear that. Sir, can you please clear that?
So do you see all those people right there? You see all those people? All those people right there just joined this team of people who don't respect or like police. So for the 22-year-old girl that couldn't get a date, the reason you can't get a date is because you signed up to be a piece of shit. Sorry, you did. There's not one of them that has any more sense than the other. They were told at least 10 times, here's the badge. He said at least 3 times now that his wrist is hurting, that this is ridiculous. There's no crime been committed, no injured party, no complaint on him. The cop said, you don't have a surf badge. You don't have a beach badge, which he had the beach badge back at his camp where he was camped, where he had his stuff set up. And so this is the reason why people don't want to date you if you're a cop. This is the reason why people don't like you. Look, I'm a mother, right? I am. I'm hardcore, right? I say the things out loud that other people don't say out loud. I say them. I'm not calling you a pig, man. Look at the behavior. Look, I didn't say you're a pig. What's the behavior though? How would you define that behavior? What word would you use? What word can you drop head 74? What's up, Playboy? So right there, I put a word in the chat. What do you guys think of that word? Do you guys think it's piggish? Do you think this is piggish the way these cops are behaving? So she could be a 22-year-old female that can't get a date as well. How come you think that is? Look at what you do to people.
Sir, can you please clear that? Sir, can you please clear the stairs a little bit?
So he's begged now 2 times in a row in 5 seconds. Please loosen the handcuff. Please loosen the handcuff.
Sir, can you please clear that?
Sir, can you please?
Sir, can you please?
Sir, can you please?
A little bit.
Loosen that handcuff.
Sir, can you please clear the stairs?
You're an idiot. Oh my God.
Look at all the people who now hate the cops.
Can you please give me, dude? My hands are fucking cutting off the circulation.
Should have thought of that before you folded for 5 minutes.
I was going
Should have told us that before you fought with us for 5 minutes.
cutting off the circulation.
Should have thought of that before you folded for 5 minutes.
Oh, dude. Hey, Copper. You're God lucky. You are fucking lucky, bro. We don't fight you. You are lucky. You are a lucky little piggy. If we decided to fight you, you'd be mush. If the people turned on you pigs, you'd be mush. That's the fact. If we actually decided to fight back against you pigs, it would be over. But that's not the human race. The human species is the most acquiescing, understanding, giving, caring, loving species on earth. This was written by Jean-Jacques Rousseau in his Social Contract, that human beings will see another person's plight and weep, even though they don't know the person and has nothing to do with the person. These pigs are lucky we don't turn on them. They really are. And I hope and pray that day never comes, because I would like to grab you by the neck and wring your neck out, because this is disgusting. He said at least a dozen times, here's my badge. Now he's begged at least a half a dozen times to loosen the torture cuff on his wrist. Do you think he's going to loosen the torture cuff? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he is not going to loosen the torture cuff. Put a 2 in the chat if you think he is going to torture, if he is going to release that torture cuff. Just what do you guys think? He's going to release it or not going to release it?
I was going to the shower. I had a beach badge. You're being ridiculous. Bro, are you fucking serious?
Okay, you're under arrest for obstruction. Not to produce beach badge. I just got here. So control yourself, all right?
Dude, can one of you please loosen the back my right wrist? I have no.
So that now he's begging them, please, can you loosen up the right wrist? They got him by the car. He's surrounded by at least 4 pigs. The car door's open, it locks, and he's saying, please, man, can you loosen this up? It's hurting me.
Dude, can one of you please loosen the back my right wrist? I have no, sir, I do not.
You have nothing on you at all?
I have nothing. I have a bar of wax in my wetsuit.
Face car.
Can you
Spread your
please?
legs. Face car, spread your legs.
He's begging to get the handcuff loosened.
Can you please fucking loosen it a little bit, sir?
What's that?
It's a bar of wax. I just told you.
I see.
You're real alpha males there, aren't you?
Can you please, sir? I'm begging you at this point.
Have a seat. There you go.
So he puts his wrists over there for them to loosen them, thinking that, hey, he's going to loosen it up. But what do you think he does?
All right. Go, get in there. You there? Okay.
Yeah, you're some real alpha males. Belmar Police, New Jersey. Belmar, I'm trying to see if I can. There it is, right there. So that's the Belmar. Let's see what they do. Meet you there.
Good. Yeah, man. Yeah. Good. Yeah, man.
Are you good? You just attacked a guy who's done nothing wrong, hasn't hurt anybody, has no victim, committed no crime, did nothing wrong but go surfing that day. And are you good?
Yeah. Okay. Resuming zones. I'm going in there. Okay. Resuming zones. I'm going in there.
Belmar, New Jersey. Let's just give a call over there real quick and see if we can reach anybody. See if we're going to be able to get anybody on the phone. It is Sunday, but let's just see if we can get somebody on the phone, just so we can at least make sense of it. Let's see what we got here.
You have reached the Belmar Police Department. For police, fire, or medical assistance, dial 0 now. To report a non-emergency incident or to speak with a police dispatcher, please press 0 now. If you know your party.
Belmar Police.
Hey, can I please speak to the watch commander?
What's it in reference to?
To a video that I seen on the internet.
Okay, what video?
I seen it today. I seen that I'm not sure who it was went down to that beach. Well, listen, my name is Chili. I'm a journalist. Everything I do is recorded on the record. I know I got a funny accent, but I'm a little more savvy than you might think. And so I'm giving a call over there because I wanted the people to understand that we all just seen a video where the cops went down to the beach and there was a man. They said, "Where's your beach badge?" And then those cops got told a dozen times, "Here's the beach badge." But then them coppers went ahead and violently arrested that surfer for no good reason. There was no victim, no crime, no nothing, but he didn't have his beach badge. And that ego cop got his feelings all hurt And so I wanted to talk to someone about that. And then the surfer did beg to please release these torture cuffs off my wrist a little bit. But then those beggings were ignored, and then they took him down to the dungeon. So I was hoping to get somebody on the phone that I could let them know exactly how we the people feel. Because a lot of times, we love the good cops, but there's a lot of bad cops out there. And so
that occurred 3 weeks ago, and our lieutenant's taking care of that. You're going to have to leave a message for him. 1 second, okay?
who's the lieutenant?
It's Lieutenant Deserich. He's in charge of the case.
What's his name again?
Lieutenant Deserich.
Deserich? Could you spell that for me, please?
Desserich.
So did you, he took care of that? So did the cop get fired for attacking him?
He's in charge of internal affairs. He's
so it's cops investigating cops. I got it. Shoot, I didn't know you'd give me the Watusi here. It's all clear to me now. Cops investigating cops, so nothing's going to happen. Got it.
Okay, do you want to leave a message?
Sure, but more than anything else, I know you're probably a badge bunny, but I want you to know what a dog shit organization you guys got over there. Looks real bad.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Oh,
okay?
yeah, you betcha. Drophead, how you doing, sir? Nice to see you.
Your call has been answered by a VIA IP office.
Lieutenant Greg Deserich.
Is not available. To leave a message, wait for the tone. When finished recording, press pound for more options. Record at the tone.
Mr. Deserich, how you doing today? My name is Chili. I'm leaving this voicemail. This call is recorded like all my stuff is. And I'm leaving this voicemail in front of about 10,000 people right now. About 10,000 people are going to hear this voicemail I'm leaving for you. And I just wanted to bring to your attention that we seen them cops arrest that surfer and say that he didn't have a beach badge. And you know what? Most people are for law and order. I'm for law and order. I'm all the way for the rule of law. I ain't no damn sovereign citizen. I think the rule of law applies to everybody. And so what we seen though, Mr. Deserich, is we seen that they went over and asked that surfer for his beach badge. And then let me tell you something. He a dozen times, him and a woman said, here's the beach badge. Here's the beach badge. Here's the beach badge. But then that cop with his gigantic ego and his little tiny pee-pee, he got so mad. And then he grabbed that surfer, threw him on the hard ground, and then he put him in torture cuffs extra tight. And the surfer was saying, please, please, please release this torture cuff off my wrist a little bit. And let me tell you something, he didn't. Matter of fact, he just shut the door on him. And then the other copper asked that gigantic pig, he said, hey, he goes, you okay? And the other copper, who was the tyrant piece of garbage that he was, he goes, I'm good. Well, you good for what? You're good for nothing. You good for nothing piece of garbage. You just arrested a guy who went surfing for the day. Didn't commit a crime, didn't steal a purse, didn't have an open bottle, nothing. No crime at all whatsoever, Mr. Deserich. So I'm going to imagine you investigated yourself and you found no policy violation. Well, let me just tell you, Mr. Deserich, I speak for millions of people. Millions of people watch my videos and listen to the things I say. And I'm just going to tell you right now, you guys are scumbags. And I don't think you're going to do anything about it. I don't think you are. But listen, I dare you. I double dog dare you. You go ahead. You give me a call right back. You can call.
To re-record, press 1.
To
delete, press star D. Is finished, press pound. To make private, press 1.
Hold on.
To make priority, press 2. To send, press priority. To make private, press 1. To remove priority status, invalid entry. For help, press star H.
No.
You have reached the Belmar Police Department. For police, fire, or medical assistance, dial 0 now. Belmar Police Department.
I believe you transferred me to Lieutenant Deserich,
But the thing is that answer machine was real brief and I really didn't get to speak my mind completely. So could I get that answer machine again for the cops who investigate the cops and find no wrongdoing? Because this is the only thing they're going to hear. And other than that, they don't care. They don't care about us. Not one bit. You know that, right?
So that was a long way of saying you want to be transferred to Lieutenant Desirich?
Oh, I just want you badge bunnies to realize what you are associated with. That's all.
Your call has been answered by a VIA IP office.
Lieutenant Greg Desirich.
Is not available. To leave a message, wait for the tone. When finished recording, press pound for more options. Record at the tone.
Mr. Desirich, I was not done, so I'm not sure which message you're going to get first, but I'm a journalist. All my calls are recorded. Everything I do is on the record, and I'm just leaving you this voicemail here, and I'm just letting you know that we know that you're going to come up with findings of no wrongdoing when that cop attacked the surfer on the beach, but I just wanted you to know from the bottom of my heart, most of us think you guys are scumbags. I'm just saying, I mean, that's just the way it's worked out. Because, you know, I really would like to respect police officers, but the problem is the entire system is ruined from top to bottom. It's all garbage. Cops investigating cops. You're an autonomous organization. You'll discipline yourselves, the Fraternal Order of Police, your policies, procedures, and protocols of putting people in torture cuffs. Pretty much every single thing you guys do has alienated you from the public. And let me tell you something, Mr. Desirich, it's the cameras. The cameras are revealing your policies, procedures, and protocols are dog shit on a stick. And so that means that you, the person who signed up to do those policies, procedures, and protocols, you, my friend, are the same as the switch with the shit on the end of it. I'm just letting you know. We no longer respect you. People who used to back the blue are leaving in droves. You can't get anybody signed up to be a pig because of the policies, procedures, and protocols. I'm just letting you know exactly what I think, because I think you're a piece of shit, and I don't think you're going to call me back anyhow. None of you pigs ever do. So you guys are just scumbags, and I'm sorry. I wish I had something positive to say about y'all, but I don't. You're the problem in our society. You're the demon. You're the terror. You're the fear in the night. You're the worst of society that there is. And you go on and you read these articles on Reddit and people are like, I can't get a date because I'm a copper. And the other coppers are chiming in like, oh, it's okay. It's not you. No, it is you. It is you. It's the policies you've agreed to do to people. Yeah, it's you. You're a bad person. That's why your kids don't like you. Your wife don't get along with you. You beat your wife or your kids. Most of you cops do. So I'm just saying, it's just the way it is.
Maximum length
Oh,
recorded.
son of a.
To re-record, press 1. To delete, press star D. Is finished, press pound. To make private, press 1. To make priority, press 2. To send, press pound. Thank you for leaving your message. To access your mailbox, press star R.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, aren't you sick of it? Aren't you sick of watching these cops just make every excuse for themselves? Let me go back. I want to drop this. I'm going to drop this link in here for dating a law enforcement officer. This female cop, 22, who writes in here and says, I can't get a date. And then all the other cops chime in and go, it's not you. It's other people are bad. Most people are drinking and smoking, and so that's the reason why you can't get a date. No, I do agree that about half our population wants to live on a party and can't wait to get to the next island. And, you know, I mean, in Los Angeles, I've got some friends that are my age that are 50 years old and still party all the time, go out on the weekends, go to clubs, listen, boom, 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 boom. I get it. There's a lot of people like that. But the truth is that if you sign up to be a cop, you're a scumbag. So let me not just make a total blanket statement. If you sign up to be a cop or to be a CO, a correction officer, and you agree to do these policies, procedures, and protocols to people, and then your policy, procedure, and protocol that you do to people gets caught on camera, well, it's not just me who's going to think you're a piece of shit pig.
it's going to be most people who watch it. Not just 50% who say they don't like cops. More than 50% watch what you do to people in horror, in absolute, what's the word? Gack. That's how most people feel when they see what these cops do to people. I wish it wasn't so. I wish it was not so. I wish it was different. I really do. But the problem is, it's you. The problem is you. I mean, I guess that's the most fair way to say it, isn't it? That the problem is you. I mean, that seems to be that seems to be what it is. It seems to be that you are the problem. I just showed the video of the cop who put the gun to the guy's head. And now this is a famous football player, and Tyreek Hill, he gets pulled over, and as soon as he gets pulled over, he gets put in torture cuffs without delay.
Chill out.
Dylan,
Get him video.
I did. Dylan.
Did he say boy? I think he did. If I were you, boy. So, if you guys don't know, that's some racist shit.
What the fuck?
Tyreek Hill.
Dylan, no. I'm trying to get on video.
They put him in handcuffs. Oh, fuck.
Look at the Nazis. There's the brown shirt Nazis in our country right there. Wow. So the caption of this: police put Tyreek Hill, Miami Dolphins wide receiver, face down in handcuffs over a traffic violation. Well, that pretty much sums it up as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that's the whole point of the reason why people don't like cops and the reason why people distrust cops. I mean, you just saw it right there. You just saw it in a nutshell. I mean, you're looking at it. You're looking at it, and it's that way. It's that way across the board. So I saw this video. I screen recorded it, and I called it "Get Him No Matter What." I uploaded this just a couple hours ago before I started the live stream. Get him no matter what. And so if you cops wonder why people don't like you, well, let's take a look.
Stop! I'm gonna tase you!
Oh, right away, stop. I'm going to tase you.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, shit.
Not done. Not done.
Private.
I mean, take a look at that. Take a look at the resources that are being spent, your tax dollars and my tax dollars. Look at how many cops are there for what? For what? Surely he must have killed somebody, right? No. They have to get the guy. They have to get it. I mean, it's Mikey, police are repulsion personified. Police are repulsion. So, Mikey B, I want to say something to you, man. I'm super grateful for you, and I'm glad you're here. And I've always felt that way. So just so you know, no matter what anybody says and tries to twist or turn, no. So I just want you to know, man, I really appreciate you, and I'm glad you're here. James Forbes, thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. Mikey B's nailing it. Steve, exactly. And they have a lot of cops in small areas. It's just Top Rock says it's a total scam. Mr. Pliskin, like Snake Plissken from Escape from New York. Do you? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Not all, but yeah, definitely Georgia. Yeah, I'm over this, that there's only a few bad apples. It's only like half the cops are bad. If there were good cops, then we would not see what's happening in our country happening every single day. And that's, if you want to know, that's what's happening. We're seeing what's happening in our country is happening every single day. White people, black people, short people, fat people, skinny people, purple people, blue people. We have allowed a police state to be erected right in front of us, and it is torturing, beating, raping, killing, imprisoning us every single day. And then when you go onto these Reddit threads where they're talking about being a human, like, hey, I want to date somebody. Well, the reason why you can't date somebody is because of what you've agreed to do to people, to the organization that is a Death Star that you signed up to be a part of. And I would love to have some empathy for these cops, but have you seen them have any empathy for us? Remember that pig at the court who torture cuffed me? He put those cuffs on super tight. He's a pig. There's just, I mean, is there a better way to describe it? I don't know of a better way to describe it. They're scumbags. They're absolute scumbags. I don't know how else to say it. I wish I could say it another way. So this video right here, wrong guy, you see the caption I put at the top here? Can you guys see that? Let me open that big for you. So the cops get the wrong guy. Truth of God say they have no empathy for us. They have no empathy for us. It's everywhere, says Shelby. Death Star, says Willie. Florida is bad. Of course, they all are. And then the response to that is it's everywhere. And disabled people that suffer psych disorders, they have zero remorse. You have it right. They are not human. No empathy at all whatsoever. I mean, this is what people are saying. Listen, you guys don't hear me typing on the other line here. These comments from Sacramento Community Watch, these are coming from people. They don't give AF about us. So in this particular one right here, the cops grabbed this guy, but they got the wrong guy. And watch how are they sorry? Are they sorry at all?
What's going on? I understand.
All right. Step back to the sound of my voice. You in the blue shirt. You understand me? Step back to the sound of my voice. Step backwards to the sound of my voice.
So this guy's following their commands, which I would tell them to go themselves. It gets worse.
Hey, we got the wrong person. There's someone else over there.
What did he just say? I'm sorry. What did he just say? Listen to this. You got the wrong person. As this guy's getting on his knees.
Hey, we got the wrong person. There's someone else over there. All right.
My bad? Are you fucking serious, dude?
My bad. Sorry about that.
Yeah, what's your badge number, man?
Venezuela, by the way, has the lowest.
They don't care. They don't give a shit about us one iota. They simply don't care about us. They don't care. They don't care. And I'm with Danelle Brown there. So look at the policy, procedure, and protocol being applied to people. And I'm with Danelle where it just pisses me off. I don't need to walk backwards to the sound of your voice for you to feel safe. And if I do, then you have the wrong job and the policies, procedures, and protocols for that job are wrong. I don't need to walk backwards and get on my knees. Fuck you. No, really, fuck you. And the horse you rode in on. I'm not doing it. You going to put me in torture cuffs? The torture cuffs have got to go. The torture cuffs have got to be banned. They absolutely have got to be banned. We've got to get rid of these torture cuffs. We have to get rid of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you guys see this? This is, I mean, it's an article. I'll read it to you, but, and there's a Facebook page here that you guys can take a look at if you want to see the Facebook page. So this cheerleader right here, she was killed. Oh, but it was the fourth time the guy had gotten into a car accident. An 18-year-old cheerleader is dead, and the cop is no longer a Minnesota State Patrol, according to the agency. Shane Roper faced multiple felony charges related to the May 18 incident that claimed Olivia Flores' life and injured others. In August, the former pig pled guilty to multiple felony charges, including second-degree manslaughter, so he'll do 6 months in jail. And criminal vehicular murder. A review of Roper's disciplinary record found he was involved in 4 prior crashes while driving his Minnesota State Patrol squad car, either due to inattentive driving or excessive speed. Roper was placed on administrative leave after the May accident. I have this. I have this. I have the video. I have the video of him doing what he did. Let me see if I can find that video. Let me see if I can find that video. I know it's here. Let me see if I can pull it up. So this guy's a total pig. He quit or whatever. Oh, let me find that video real quick. Let's watch this one.
Hey, man, what is fucking attention? My sister, I don't give a fuck who you're talking to. Hey, man, what is fucking attention? Sit the fuck down. Turn this shit out. Hey, man, record it. Look, it's right here. Okay, what did I do? All right, so relax. If I tell you to look at me and talk to me, you talk to us. All right? Is it a fucking joke? I didn't do anything. All right, what happened? I'm talking to my sister. What happened? I wasn't here. You weren't here? No. Okay, so do me a favor. Stand up for a second. You gotta be detained. Why? I wasn't here. Until we figure out what the fuck's happening.
Stand up for a second. I'm gonna torture you. That's what he says.
I wasn't here. You weren't here? No. Okay, so do me a favor. Stand up for a second. You gotta be detained. Why? I wasn't here. Until we figure out what the fuck's happening. You gotta figure out what's Listen, relax. Okay, you don't have to judge me though. No, yes, you're being detained. Drop your cigar. Drop your cigar. It's simple, bro. We're here to solve an issue, and you're deterring us from resolving a stupid issue. All right, listen. If you don't pay attention to us, listen to us, you don't know what's going on. Listen, we got a call. Listen to me. We got a call that someone threw coffee at a lady. I get here, and the witness says it's him. So if you're talking to the female, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Like, hey, sir, let me talk to you for a second. I'm talking to my sister. No, this doesn't fucking work that way, bro. I don't know where you're from. I don't know what's going on. But that's not how it works. All right. So what happened? I just got here. Okay. You're not giving me a chance to talk to you. Do you work here? Do you live here? I am from Texas. And you're staying in this hotel? No.
Okay, so
I was on the street and I knew my nephew was in here.
who's your nephew? The little baby?
That is my nephew.
Okay, and then this is that your sister-in-law?
Yes, I'm coming to check on him. That one here was up.
Okay.
I just walked in.
No, he's not talking about you. Okay. So
I
continue.
just literally walked in. I was talking to her, trying to get everything calmed down. I'm trying to figure out everything. I'm not being combative.
I'm not saying you're combative, but when we ask you a question, hey, sir.
Okay, but you have to understand. I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, you need to understand, we're running an emergency signal law here for someone to do. Hey, if you don't want to talk, that's fine, dude. I don't give a shit. That's it. Just fuck up. I'm not talking to you. I'm done.
Call Casey. Call my attorney. Call Casey. Tell her to call my attorney right now. Tell them they got me detained. What hotel we in? Tell them they got me detained for no reason.
Of course, no reason.
No reason at all.
At all.
Call my attorney right now. Get him on the phone.
So this is the part to me.
Hey man, what is?
So this is the part to me that just chaps my ass.
Do me a favor. Stand up for a second.
Here.
You want?
I didn't do it.
Record. Sit the fuck down. Sit the fuck down.
Okay, that part right there, that part right there. Hey, bro, try doing that to me without the badge and gun on. You're gonna push straight in with one arm all locked out. You'd get tossed on your head so quick, bro. So quick. You don't go shoving into somebody that actually is trained. You don't stiffen up your arm and go walking into somebody unless you have a badge and gun on. And then you can do it. But if this fool did this to me, he'd get Jap Wizard throwed right on his frickin' melon. But with the badge and gun on, you're not allowed to do anything. You just have to let them abuse you, beat you, rape you, kill you, take you to a dungeon. As long as they say it nice, they're the good guys. Can you put your hands behind your back for me while I torture you? Can you just get in the back of this cage right here? We're going to take you to a dungeon. We're going to take away your phones. We're going to treat you like you're just nothing, like your body, like your soul, like your heart, like your life doesn't matter. But we're the good guys. And you wonder why nobody will sign up to be a pig. This is the reason why. People are like, oh, Chili, you're so hardcore. Am I? Or am I just being honest? I'm not. Have you guys ever heard of a publication called The Liberator? Have you ever heard of that? Does anybody know what The Liberator is? Anybody ever heard of The Liberator? The Liberator magazine publication. I guess it would be a magazine. Does anybody know what The Liberator is? Anybody ever heard of that before? It was a publication written by William Lloyd Garrison. He published The Liberator from 1835 until 1865, 30 years, every week, never missed a single publication. The Liberator, it was about the abolishment of slavery and getting rid of slavery. And so William Lloyd Garrison, he had the position that I have. He said, how quickly should we end slavery? He said, as quickly as you would stop the man from ravishing your wife. Do you modestly stop the man from ravishing your wife, or do you stop him completely and totally immediately? Ravishing is another word for R-A-P-I-N-G. So I'm the William Lloyd Garrison of police reform, of abolition. We have to get rid of law enforcement. As we move more and more into a surveillance state, if we continue down the path of law enforcement, our country will be nothing but a prison very soon. You can't have law enforcers and a surveillance state. That doesn't work. We'll all be in prison very soon. All of us will be in prison very soon.
I don't think they really. That's kind of bizarre because. And I assure you.
So I wanted to cover this, and I waited till Sunday to cover this. Is Alan Hubbs in here? Is Alan Hubbs in here? Is Alan Hubbs in the room still? Is he in here? I wonder if Alan Hubbs is still in here, because this is actually Alan Hubbs.
That if I find a reason to arrest you, I promise you will go to jail.
If you pull up his civil service record, like the one that we can all get, just an average person, it shows him clean as a whistle. But the one you would get through the court order would be an in-camera view. Judge will look at it and say, is there anything pertinent to this particular case that might be issue in his personnel file?
Everybody hit the like button. If you would, please hit the like button.
Alan Hubbs?
Am I under arrest?
Are you Alan Hubbs?
Am I under arrest?
Okay. Put your hands behind your back.
For what? What am I under arrest for? What am I under arrest for?
You have an outstanding warrant, sir.
For what?
We'll tell you. Let him do his thing.
But it's kind of funny you get to do this. You get to arrest me. You're talking about? Officer, I need you to pull over and take his handcuffs off. They're too tight. They're cutting into my arms. Where's Lieutenant Wheaton? I know that's why I'm here.
So then you went to report on him and he filled out a report for you stalking him?
That's correct. There was never a report written that I did that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story about a guy. So this is when my teeth were broken. I kind of did this intro. You can see I'm getting leaner and leaner. See how soft I was when I just got out of the dungeon, and my teeth are broken right here, so I can't speak very well. Forgive me. Who is an activist in North Carolina. And you're going to see that they'll completely and utterly cheat this man, charge him with crimes, arrest him, torture cuff him, and put him in the dungeon. So can you tell us what we're going to see in these videos?
Yeah, absolutely. Multiple Charlotte police agencies basically colluded against me to wrongfully arrest me because I was pointing out their awful personnel and their awful behavior. What you're going to see on this video is retaliation against the journalist. I mean, all I was doing is exercising my First Amendment rights, and they really don't like that. You're also going to see them basically torture me with their torture cuffs, and they don't care.
I can get my pinky in there. You see that?
You know, you can somebody.
I can get my pinky in there, but take a look at Alan's.
They don't care.
Take a look at Alan's arm. Take a look at that. That hurts.
I can get my pinky in there. You see that?
You know, you can somebody hear the cop laugh about it.
We have 589. 589, what happened? Is this your vehicle you're driving in, sir?
Yeah, that's mine.
And the last digits are 589W?
I don't know, man.
Okay, can I get your name, Lieutenant?
Triola.
Triola?
Wheaton.
Lieutenant? Okay. So he ran me off the road. We were coming down Independence. He almost ran me off the road. He was driving like a madman. It's not the only one he cut off. It was me. And so I'm trying to get his name so he can pull his record up and see what's going on. So it was you, Wheaton. You're the one driving it, weren't you?
Okay, now what?
And you were cutting in and out of traffic, and you almost cut me off the road, caused me to run into another car.
Yeah, that didn't take place like that.
Ah, okay. So that wasn't
Was there a
you.
vehicle collision? You said you ran into another car?
No, I almost did because he was
Almost ran
cutting
into
in and
another
out of
car,
people.
So there was no
Yeah.
collision
So
reported?
can I speak with the captain, please? Because we get to the 25 mile an hour zone, I get to speed limit, and he's just gunning it. So he's got to be.
But how do you know what his speed was?
Well, it was over the speed limit. What I'm more concerned about is you running me off the road.
Okay.
That's what my concern is.
Actually,
Did Fishback speak with you about that?
What I already did is I made a report.
Did Fishback?
I made a stalking report with unique.
You made a stalking report. Fuck you, Matt.
So then you went to report on him and he filled out a report for you stalking him?
That's correct. There was never a report written that showed up in that warrant. If you look at the warrant, there's never a report written that I did that.
I followed a cop, so you think that's stalking?
Yeah, it is.
Give me the general statute. What's the general statute on stalking a cop?
You want me to press charges?
Yeah, press charges.
Okay, I will. Then I guess you'll find the general statute when you get a warrant for your arrest.
Okay. And once again, Wheaton.
Yeah.
And did Fishback speak with you about that?
We did.
Okay, and what do you have to say about it?
That's between us, sir.
Right. Did you get any days off or anything?
No, because I didn't do anything wrong.
What's your hesitation with talking to Internal Affairs? They're not going to do anything.
They don't try to help you out at all.
No, I don't think they really.
That's kind of bizarre because the one entity within the department that handles outside complaints to investigate that isn't taking your complaint serious.
Well, no, they do, but then they kick it back down here. So they said you did nothing wrong.
I did nothing wrong.
I'm telling you, that's fine. I know you're not going to agree with me, but you gave me 2 feet of space in front of me.
Have you ever heard of the boy that cried wolf?
I'm familiar with the story.
And when you make repeated frivolous complaints, what you do is you undermine your own credibility.
I don't care about my credibility with y'all.
He's saying you've made several frivolous complaints. Is that true?
No, they're all legitimate, and I actually have 2 of the complaints have been legitimized or whatever, adjudicated through Internal Affairs.
Do you know my name?
I do know your
We
name.
do.
Okay,
The
cool.
whole department knows
The
your
whole
name.
department does.
Good,
You're
good,
well
good,
known
good.
because this is what you do. You go everywhere around the city and
Not
you
the city.
video officers.
Not the
Why do you think that is, Pig? How come you think that is?
Multiple department team offices.
Yeah, I got thrown in jail for they said I was standing in front of a radar gun.
Man, I don't know why you'd want to stand in front of a
I
radar
didn't
gun.
stand in front of a radar gun. They said I did.
Okay.
They
Well, we
said I
weren't
did.
there.
So anyway,
Gotcha.
tell me what the general statute is about following a police officer.
You can look it up.
Yeah.
You can look it up on the internet.
How would I? Okay. In North Carolina, is it legal to follow a police officer around on duty in their vehicle?
It is.
Have you ever sat out psychiatric help?
Why would I need psychiatric help?
Because
are you a physician?
This is a normal behavior to come and talk to somebody through bars at a police station and start recording.
We can come out here.
Well, no.
It's not normal behavior to sign up to a job where you chain people, shackle them, and take them to a dungeon. You're a sick, twisted bro. That's who you are as a person.
We've already addressed what you came here for.
Hey, Fishback. I knew I'd find them. What are you doing, Alan? I'm good. Maybe you could tell me, Lieutenant. Is it against the law? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry, you were Lieutenant when we were speaking before, you remember?
Yeah,
Okay. Is it illegal for me to follow a police officer around while they're in their vehicle?
It depends on what all is involved with the circumstances.
So what I did, as I mentioned to you, me following a police officer around in their vehicle while they're on duty or not, as long as it's that police vehicle.
If you followed somebody, multiple times, day in, day out, to wherever they're going.
Today would be instance number 2.
Yeah, then it could turn into stalking.
No, y'all are on duty. I'm out looking for cars.
Originally, why I went to the police department was to obtain the information off that car to see who it was. And the reason being, if you saw the captain, I knew from him, I was like, oh, well, if that's his guy, I know I can go to his police station, and that's more than likely where that officer be. And so just basic deduction.
What's amusing to me, no, it doesn't matter whether you want to hear it. I don't want to listen to you, just like you want to listen to me.
Then go away.
So this pig right here is no longer a pig.
Coming here into the woods with binoculars.
Thanks, Alan, for your service and getting rid of that pig. You did a good job, bro.
That's not the woods.
Binoculars?
In the bushes over
With
there.
binoculars, looking for my car specifically, and now me.
If I stand on this grass, is that trespassing?
Instance number 2. I encourage you to pull my file because my file is perfect for 20 years of service.
I don't know how that could be.
And I know the law through and through, probably more than anybody in this whole office. And
even more than the captain.
And I assure you that if I find a reason to arrest you for
You're gonna
stalking
take
me, I promise you will go to jail.
I promise you will go to jail.
Right.
Well, he said, if I can find a reason to arrest you, I will.
Right. Yeah.
If you pull up his civil service record, like the one that we can all get, just an average person, it shows him clean as a whistle. But the one you would get through the court order would be an in-camera view, which essentially means that the judge will look at it and say, is there anything pertinent to this particular case that might be issue in his personnel file?
When I request a personnel file from the police, they'll give me some BS file and not the actual file. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, that is correct. You will not get the correct information from their service record to their personnel file.
My thing is I don't want you to tread anywhere close to that stalking law because we obviously have a lot more things to do than
I understand.
Mess with you.
We're going to be making a police report with you listed as the suspect.
Okay.
And this will be counted as the second instance of stalking me. Because you yourself already said you came here.
Can I get that incident report number?
Huh?
You can go downtown and get
You can go downtown and get it.
Can I get the number?
No, I haven't made it yet.
Okay. So,
but I will, I promise you.
If in your mind you think you're conducting your own investigation, I think you're really gonna start bleeding over into that stalking law, and you're gonna end up getting into trouble yourself, which doesn't need to happen.
Right.
You know.
So Fishback's out there and told you how you were walking the line of stalking and harassment while you were doing investigative journalism.
Yes, that's exactly what I was doing. I was trying to find out if they actually did anything to Jeffrey Wheaton, the lieutenant. And, his record showed up clean once I found out about it.
And I know y'all are busy, but I also spoke to and also internal affairs. It said as long as I didn't physically come across certain areas, or let's say you come out in your vehicle and I just bird dog you like that. But if I'm getting run off the road, it's perfectly illegal for me to do that. And I was told it would be very similar to, let's say I saw somebody drunk driving and I'd stay on their tail. That's what I was told by Union County. That's what I was told by here, and it's all recorded.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. What happened 2 months ago, however many months ago it was, you're not being charged with that. But if that were to turn into like a pattern type thing, I think that's where it changes and gets into that statute.
So, you talk to Fishback like he's a good person.
They're not nice at all. No, he's a sneaky little bastard. He's all politics. I mean, just straight up politics. He'll stomp on you, no problem, to get his rank.
I guess we'll just leave it at that. Sure. Okay. All right. Well, I just want to make sure I put those over there. I don't want to get shot for having something black in my hand.
Gotcha.
Those are the binoculars. And really, before I do it, this was all grounds, and I was up there in the grass. I wasn't hiding behind any bushes. Y'all, you got cameras. Y'all saw me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saw me walk up there.
You said those are binoculars?
Yeah.
What'd you have those for?
Was that any of your business?
I'm just curious why you carry binoculars.
Why do you carry a gun?
I'm performing my duties.
Okay.
Just curious.
So why do you carry a wallet?
We don't need to go into why you carried certain things. I was just confirming that those were binoculars. That's all.
Maybe. They might hold liquor.
Have a good day.
All right, Alan.
Captain Fishback, I hope you have a good day.
Yes, sir. You as well.
Don't be winking at me, man. Don't be winking at me.
Did Wheaton wink at you?
Yeah, he winked at me like, I'm going to get you, son of a bitch. That kind of wink. Not like, hey, sexy boy. Yeah, like the wink, like, I got you.
Let me get these gentlemen back to work because they are
Have a good day, Captain.
Yes, sir. Take care, Alan.
You too.
Goodbye, Alan.
So now when it says 2 days later, we can see them go into the blinds, look out the window to make sure that's you. And now, where are you 2 days later? Are you at the police department?
That's correct. I'm down there filing to get the body-worn camera footage from that Wheaton incident that just ran through.
Walk straight out. We'll grab a hold of him. We'll talk to her in front of cuffs. Let's go. Real time called me and said they're active.
Oh, who's going to love it? Alan, who's he talking about? Oh, who's going to love it? So it's a giant conspiracy against Alan Hubbs.
Go grab it. Go grab it. Hello, Mr. Hubbs. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, Officer Light with CMPD. You're Officer Mr. Hubbs, right? Alan Hubbs?
Am I under arrest?
Are you Alan Hubbs?
Am I under arrest?
Okay. Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
All right.
For what? For what? What am I under arrest for?
You got it.
What am I under arrest for?
Outstanding warrant.
For what?
Put your hands together like a crane, sir.
For what?
Palm on palm. There you go.
Did I call myself?
Thank you.
What am I under arrest for? What am I under arrest for?
You have an outstanding warrant, sir.
For what?
We'll tell you. Let him do his thing. Are those too tight, sir?
No, what am I under arrest for? What am I under arrest for?
And it's so funny. Listen, when they're in the back before they come out to arrest you, one cop asks the other cop, what's the arrest warrant for? And he says, harassment. And then you must ask them at least 6 times, what am I under arrest for? And they say, we'll let you know that later. Did you notice that?
Yes, that's correct. I had no idea why I was under arrest at least 30 minutes.
But they did know why you were under arrest. One cop told the other cop you were under arrest for harassment. Why did he just tell you it's harassment? Weren't you charged with harassment?
I was charged with stalking.
Okay.
They knew exactly what was going on. There might have been a miscommunication between them, but they knew.
All right, 10-4, we'll be in route shortly. 10-1, if you didn't copy, we're 72-1 time.
For Mecklenburg County? Yes. Okay. You ain't gonna tell me what it's for? But it's kind of funny you get to do this. You get to arrest me. You're talking about?
Spread your feet apart just a little bit.
Gary.
Get a little closer, ain't you, buddy? Hey, watch it. You can't look and see what I'm under arrest for?
Not right now.
I can't use the phone real quick? I mean, y'all let other people do it.
You go downtown.
I knew you were kidding, Pliskin. I knew that. I've seen you in the chat 100 times.
No, you can use it.
Y'all let other people. Well, you got them call collect. I can't call anybody collect. Sergeant Smith, can I please use my phone?
For the 3rd time. Not right now, sir.
Okay. Why are y'all being like this? I mean,
We're not being like anything.
Thanks, just me. I appreciate that.
Was he up there looking? I'm not going nowhere. I'm just trying to see if he's checking out my car. I ain't going nowhere, man. Hey, you know how they are, man. You know how they are. Dangerous, violent. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you do. It is for a lieutenant down there, ain't it? It is. It's that Lieutenant Wheaton. It's Lieutenant Wheaton, isn't it? It is. It's Lieutenant Wheaton, isn't it? Then how did you know I had a warrant? Y'all pinged my phone? How'd you know?
Because we get notified.
All right. By who?
Our coworkers.
Who?
Coworkers.
Oh, which coworkers?
I don't know.
You don't know?
They wear a blue uniform in the back.
It's a giant conspiracy to target him and arrest him. They already said earlier, all the cops know who you are. So they targeted him to charge him with stalking when he went to file a complaint.
Right. Okay. How long you been on there, Sergeant Smith? So how long y'all been doing this? How long you been a sergeant?
Almost a sergeant? Almost 3 years.
3 years? And I know you've been a sergeant for what, about 6 months now?
Something like that.
Hey, you know your ticket got kicked out? You remember your ticket? Oh, here we are. Is this you? Hey, you're happy it's you though, aren't you, buddy? You're happy it's you. I'm not going to fight y'all. I ain't going to fight y'all. Oh, I'm not running from you. Are you happy it's you though?
So Alan is talking to this little piggy like this and letting him know that I know that you're so ecstatic to be arresting me, and the torture cuffs are killing him that this little piggy put on him.
You're happy it's you. Can I have my stuff? Okay.
No, see, sir.
All right.
Watch your head.
All right.
East West Team Office. Let me know if you have any issues.
You did, didn't you? You clicked these on a little bit harder, didn't you? I said they were good. You clicked on a little bit harder, didn't you?
So Alan's got a great sense of humor, but he's kind of jiving the guy like, man, you put these on a little bit harder, didn't you? But every second the torture cuffs are on, it just hurts a little bit more. It's torture. Torture cuffs are always torture. Put that in the comment section for me. Torture cuffs are always torture.
Come on, just a little bit harder for me anytime. Ouch. Ow. Ow. My fucking arm. Ah! Officer, I need you to pull over and take his handcuffs off. They're too tight. They're cutting into my arms. Can you please pull over and help me with this? They're cutting into my arm, officer. You're damaging my arm. You're causing radial nerve damage. Ow. Oh my God. Dude, you gotta take. It's one of my rights killing me. You clicked it on there. That's what you did, didn't you? You clicked on it a little bit harder for me, didn't you? That's because I've been cornered you. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Is that what it is, officer?
Yes, that's what it is.
All right, be expecting something for this, officers. That's not a physical threat. It's called lawsuit. You can count on it, pal. Can you listen to this right one up for me? Can you listen to that one up for me, please?
Now, this next minute here, you're going to see the mentality of these pigs and why people don't want to date them.
Just that one, please. Thank you. You tore up my wrist, man.
Oh my God. Take a look at Alan's wrist.
You tore up my wrist, man.
Look at that. Oh my God. Did you see the colorization?
Thank you.
Take a look at his wrist right here.
Oh, my wrist, man.
Look at that. Look at that. His wrists are blue and black already. You can see the discoloration already. Look at that. Oh my God, that looks so horrible. I went through it myself recently.
You pulled it. Listen. You pulled it up. It's not supposed to be pulled up that high.
Please loosen up just a little.
Oh, you pulled it up? Who put them on him? You're the piece of shit that put torture cuffs on another human being.
Should not listen to me. You pulled it up. You see you see how I pull it down? You see how
It still
loose
hurts.
again?
It's not loose. It's not. Just get me inside and I'll take them off.
Look.
I'm not arguing.
I can get my pinky in.
Oh, because you can get a pinky in there, then you're not being tortured.
there.
Please.
You see that?
Please,
You pulled it up.
Look at my arm. It's torn up.
Did you hear what I just said?
I heard you, but I'm not arguing. Let's go.
I didn't even lose.
He points a finger at
Torn
him.
up.
Did you hear what I just said?
I heard you, but
Now he warns him.
I'm not arguing. Let's go.
I didn't even loosen them up. You see how loose
Let's
they are
go.
now?
Let's
You
go.
pulled
Let's
them
go.
up.
And then there's the big lie. Oh, look, I can get my pinky in there. Does getting a pinky in there matter at all to how uncomfortable those torture cuffs are?
And we look at this, look at what it did.
Let's go, man. He's got these things cutting into my arm. Can you please just loosen it up?
What was the back and forth with the Filipino cop? You said you're glad it's you, right? You're glad it's you that gets to do this to me.
Yeah, because that's when I had seen him up at the main police station trying to make a report about the officer parked in the main, in the handicap. They sent him up to talk to me, but instead of talking to me, he actually just was a smart ass.
The video I just showed you, you're not familiar with what I'm talking about. Okay, so I just showed you a video, and you're saying you're not familiar with what I just showed you.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're doing.
In the video I showed you, you say you didn't see that, right?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Okay, what I show you?
I mean, look at what I mean. He's such a moron. It's unbelievable. Look how stupid this guy is.
Can I show you the video of the officer parked in the handicap zone? Can I show you that video?
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to.
The video I just showed you, you're not concerned about it.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Okay, I just showed you the video. Can I speak with your sergeant? I need to speak with your supervisor. I need to speak with your supervisor. No. I want you to call and request your supervisor right now.
That's fine.
Your Honor, you're a piece of shit, dude.
No, he is. He is a piece of shit. He put the torture cuffs on the way he did too.
All right, Mr. Helps, hold on.
Can I get my stuff? Please bring my stuff with me. You gonna put me down, too?
Yes, sir. Have a seat.
Can you please take these off at least?
That's too tight.
No. Please take this off. It's already cut into me pretty good. Where's Lieutenant Wheaton? I know that's why I'm here. I have no clue, sir. Right. All right, sir. You need to stand up? Sure. No, you can't stand up. No, you can't stand up. So just have them. You see your hands? Could you do that double click thing there so we don't tear up my wrist like they did last time?
Absolutely.
How's Lieutenant Wheaton?
Cashews Clay said it correct. They don't care if you're being damaged. They do it on purpose. Do you agree with that?
Doing today?
I have no idea. I have not seen him today.
Okay. All right.
You knew that Wheaton had you arrested, and you hadn't even seen this report yet.
That's correct.
And this report says that he cheated on his police academy exam. What else is on this report?
That is the motion my attorney presented to get his personnel file. Basically, we have him lying on the entrance exam to be a police officer.
Cheated.
The federal judge said his word.
He cheated on the police academy. Upon information and belief, Wheaton is known to have been determined to lack credibility by a federal judge that all his testimony in a particular case was disallowed. Information that Wheaton is known to have played a game with members of the public where he asked them to call a coin flip, and if they called it correctly, they would be allowed to leave. If not, they'd be arrested.
His testimony in a particular case is completely disallowed. Flip the coin to see if you go to jail or not. He's also involved in a deadly shooting of a 16-year-old kid. The gun was found underneath a dumpster 20 feet away. He got away with it.
Wheaton is known to have a history of misconduct and sanctions by his own police department. But if you roll it back, he said, "Oh no, I'm clean as a whistle."
And also, he had the history of misconduct.
Upon information, Wheaton is seen and heard on body camera in a case telling the defendant, "Pull my file because my file is perfect for 20 years of service."
Sanctioned by his own department. That's just what my attorney knows because he's
So-
been here for so long.
So flipping of a coin to whether or not you'd be arrested or not, he was the guy in on that?
That is correct. Yes, that is that was being presented in court by my attorney. You can't present bad information to court.
Put your phone on, sir.
Officer Mayor wants to talk to me real quick. Hey, Alan, how are you?
I've got nothing to say.
Okay. I'm just letting you know who I am and what we do. I'm
Let's
from the
go.
crisis unit.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fight you, man.
All right, Mr. Hud. Yeah, he's gonna ask you.
I ain't gonna fight you, man.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I know.
Lieutenant Wheaton was a cocksucker. I appreciate you not doing that. How long have you been on the force?
Been here for about a week.
We
Yes, sir.
just in general, this is like a you got out of the academy a little while ago. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, well, yep.
Okay.
And
when I tried to, I don't know nearby, get my phone back because I'm going to get it back as soon as possible. And so then, if there's no probable cause to attend the search warrant,
Well, that's up to the magistrate to decide. Okay, if I go to a magistrate or I can go to a judge.
A judge.
I can go to either one.
Yeah,
But it's my decision. It's my case.
It is.
My case.
Can we go to the judge because the magistrates are, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. There's some magistrates.
Sorry, man. Sorry, man.
Oh, okay. You're inexperienced. That was going on?
He's training. Yes, sir.
That was a nice deal. Some of you guys are not nice deal. And thank you for putting these up front, my friend. Well,
Yes.
we're not friends, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
At the light, make a left. See the big ass building there? That's the jail. Once we get to the Sally Port.
Let me know what your username is, and I will take a look at it. So let me drop the link for this Alan Hubbs video if you guys want to watch the whole thing. I mean, we can finish this. There's only 4 minutes left, so we'll finish it. But I'm going to put the link down in the chat if you guys want to watch this without any interruptions at all whatsoever. Married Maiko, let me get back to me. Let me know. Remember, we do have the Team DLZ friendship bracelets in. They say Team DLZ, OTVO. We don't stop. That's what they say on them. And when you get these, I also give you a pair of cop cards in there. Some people wanted a trifold. I gave you a trifold. You know, I just want to spread the brand as far as we possibly can because this is the only group that's the way that we are. Everybody else sugarcoats it. They bullshit it. They won't show you the violence. TeamDLZ.com is coming where I'm going to put all the videos that are not going to be blurred and not going to be censored. So you guys will be able to see that's coming right up. Only 3 minutes left, 5 minutes left in this video. You're being treated like you're a hardened criminal. You're going into this horrible place and you've done nothing wrong to anybody.
That's correct. Also, I will send you a link. My attorney and 2 other public defenders were down at the jail trying to do things. It's so bad down there. They need to get people out. It's really bad. The federal authorities won't put anybody in our jail anymore. It's that bad.
Get in there, just step to the right of that red box. We'll, where the next one's in. Yeah.
So they turned off their body cameras, videos over. So now, were you tried with stalking?
That was the original charge. It was dismissed 3 p.m. the day before trial.
So you went, did you have to hire an attorney?
That's correct. I hired one who I felt was just trying to make a deal when I hadn't done anything wrong. So I went to the current attorney, who's great, and yeah, it was $2,000 a shot.
How
So
much?
that one,
It was $2,000 for your attorney?
literally 3,000 because the first one I couldn't really. If I were to stick with him, I would have lost. You know, he was trying to make some kind of deal, and so I ditched him. I couldn't get any real refund, and I had to get a real attorney, and he charged me $2,000. So a total of 3.
What happened with Wheaton?
Wheaton supposedly went out on a disability retirement, but I do know that everybody does. You can't go out on disability retirement and still work. It's my understanding from friends in Waxhaw, North Carolina, which is probably 30 miles away, he started up a small equipment rental company, and it's not doing well.
So he quit being a copper? Is that what you're telling me?
That's correct, yes.
And you helped him along the way, it sounds like. So now what do you want to do next?
I want to take the federal lawsuit because doing anything through the state always wants stuff in the state here in North Carolina, but the federal seems to go normal as could be with the court system. So yes, I want to sue. I want to do something about it the same way anybody else would if they get thrown in jail, handcuffed, their arm torn up, embarrassment. It's, just everything that comes along with it. Not just the money factor, everything that comes along with it.
So you want to file a federal civil rights lawsuit for them wrongfully arresting you and the whole. Remember, my teeth were all broken when I made this video, so I can't speak very well. Thing.
Absolutely. And then there's so many violations in there, and things that I'm unable to see that a professional where somebody much more educated than myself would see. But they also let Lieutenant Jeffrey Wheaton continue along in his career knowing what kind of person he was.
So, that's the other thing I want to find out from someone, maybe an attorney in North Carolina or a retired judge. How do they have two different personnel files? One personnel file they'll show to you before you get an order from a judge, and then another personnel file that shows the actual, the redacted history of the cops who've done things wrong. Yeah, I mean, how is that? I'd like to know more information about that. How can they have two different versions of a personnel file? And Alan, I'll have you on the phone, Alan. You and I can talk about this. But what the cops are doing is you can't get their actual jacket. Only the judge can release their jacket. But the truth is that these cops are scum. God, I wish this wasn't true. I really wish I could respect these people, but I just don't. Wrong. Because this file here for Wheaton shows that he cheated to get through the police academy. He flipped a coin to arrest somebody with the women cops there in North Carolina. And then he killed a 16-year-old kid. Those are the only three things.
That's just what we know about.
Right. So the judge could have redacted other things. And also there was a judge in there who said he wasn't qualified to testify in court because he's on the Brady list.
Yes, I will read that. I'll try to be as quick as possible. It will take the short route. Okay. In summary, the undersigned, which is the federal judge, federal magistrate, regretfully concludes that the testimony of the Charlotte McNamara police officer sworn to uphold the law and to conduct himself in an honorable and ethical manner is followable in his oath that the U.S. Constitution requires of him. Specifically, credible evidence presented by both parties supports the defendant's conclusion that Officer Wheaton's repeated and deliberate disregard for police procedures resulted in loss of evidence and dismissal cases.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Wheaton is completely untrustworthy at every single level. And he cheated to get through the police academy, and they still let him through. He was part of the cheating scandal.
There was numerous. I believe it was 12 or 19. And if you read it, it's all hokey. Basically, they were passing around previous notes of exams, and they just kept, getting sent down like it might be college, but you're not supposed to do that. Then it went through some type of board, educational board at Chapel Hill. They let it pass because they were going to have to get rid of well over 3/4 of that class.
Oh,
and it would be a complete embarrassment.
So 3/4 of the class was in on the cheating for the police exam?
I believe so. I can also send you that information.
Well, there it is, folks. Now, you guys have to decide. I'm going to see if Alan will look into a federal civil rights lawsuit attorney there in North Carolina, and we'll see if we can help this guy. Thanks for watching. It's tough for me to see myself there with you can see that I've lost a little bit of the fat from the jail and my teeth are back. So I have teeth again. But yeah, there was a happy birthday, Chuck. Everybody do me a favor. Wish my friend Chuck a happy birthday. This guy and I have been connected since I just left Ironton, Ohio in 2021. And he is one heck of a friend. He really, really is. So remember what I'm doing with trifolds now. I'm giving you guys 2 trifolds for the price of 1. That's what I'm doing because the economy is a little bit sputtering. So go to deletelaws.com, get a trifold. I'm going to send you 2. I'm also going to include 2 broccoli wad rubber bands in your envelope. Make sure you guys get one of those. I'm also going to give you a pair of cop cards with the purchase of 1 trifold. So 1 trifold will get you 2 trifolds. And then it'll also get you a set of cop cards. You're welcome to buy the cop cards. You're welcome to buy an extra trifold. Thanks for your support. You just need 1 for your car. And you need 1 for your husband, wife, kid's car. And then you got to have these in your wallet. Put a 1 in the chat if you have a pair of cop cards. Oh, yeah, Joseph, I think I put more than 2 in your envelope, actually. Yeah. Yep, I sure did. Yes, you did indeed. Joseph. Happy birthday, Dan Hanlon. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, you can still feel the cuffs, huh? Wow, just crazy. Yeah, listen, everybody has to have a trifold in their car. Go to deletelaws.com, get a trifold. This is the one I've been showing on camera, so it's getting a little banged up. But go to deletelaws.com, get a trifold. I'm going to give you 2 with 2 rubber bands so you can give 1 to a friend so that you always have 1. You have to have a trifold in your car. Go to deletelaws.com with a Z. Make sure you get the trifold that I mail to you, because if you get the trifold I mail to you, I also mail you the Fifth Amendment cop cards, driver and non-driver. These are just like a license, like a driver's license, like a credit card. A lot of the similar steps. You just start with number 1, non-driver card there. Number 1, start filming the cop, invoke your First Amendment right. Turner versus Driver upholds it. Number 2, cop approaches, says any words at all while filming, state these exact words. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. There's 6 steps to the non-driver card. Number 4 probably is the most important one on here. Cop demands ID, says he has reasonable articulable suspicion. While filming, state I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. No ID is required. And you can get those on deletelaws.com with a Z. Deletelaws.com with a Z. And you get the blue card as well, which is the driver card. Same thing. Cop asks to search. You can give him consent and revoke consent. And then I got the friendship bracelets, which, I only have about 20 of these left. I had 100. I'm down to 20. Here they are right there. OTVO. We don't stop. These are what I have. With each of these, I'm going to give you some cop cards. If you want to trifold, just email me and let me know. I'll pack your envelope because I got to ship it anyway. So let's just do it. Let's just do it. Gloria's here. Chuck P. It's your birthday, bro. Happy birthday to Chuck. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chuck P. Happy birthday to you. Yep, I sent off Dan. I think I sent you like 20 cop cards. I sent you one of these, a keychain, but I think I sent you like 20 cop cards. I'm pretty sure that I did. Rip, good to see you. Maria, nice to see you. Everybody put OTVO in the chat. Oh, you thought you were going to get shot in your living room, said Ludwig. Yeah, man, it is. So I haven't made the hat yet. This was a gift from a friend, so I'm going to go down and get these priced. I'm going to get a bunch of hats made. It's just never stops. Top Rock is here. What's up, Top Rock? Kyle, good to see you. Jennifer, Benny, Christine. I didn't see Chevy. I didn't see you, Chevy. I didn't see you. Chevy, we're usually a nighttime crew, so I didn't see Chevy here. Jennifer Hill is here. A-Dash, always nice to see you. A-Dash away. Aaron Peterson, thanks for coming, Aaron. I appreciate it, man. Richard is here. Stacy is here. Kelly is here. My buddy Steve is here. Rhonda is here. So, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Radek, a.k.a. Ski, is here. Bumper stickers. I'm going to come up with bumper stickers too. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what to put on the bumper sticker. We don't stop. We do not stop. Listen, I've been on here for 3.5 hours almost. It's 1:00 on Sunday. I got to get the flock out of here. I really appreciate you guys coming. Make sure you guys, I got about 20 of these left. And I also have the keychain as well. So there it is. I got the keychain and I got the friendship bracelets, but there's only 20 left. And I don't know if I'm going to do another order of them, because it's, it's a lot of work to do stuff. It's a lot of effort. So anyway, I got to get the flock out of here. Melissa, thank you for coming. Kinetic Custom and Racing. Greg, Mikey, the Boyer, Chevy, Cope Dog, Chuck P. Man, you guys have been around with me forever. Claudette, so good to see you. Listen, I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys on the next one. Mikey? Later, Gators.